and Jubal's second date update.
When you go out on a first date, you learn a lot about the other person, their likes and dislikes, what TV shows they might like, and people are very passionate about their TV. Like, I know for me, if you disrespect New Girl, I will gut you like a fish.
Because you're just so adorable.
Yep. I will come across the table. I've actually choked someone out at a restaurant before because they disrespected New Girl. And it wasn't even the person I was out with. It was somebody 3 tables down. I heard them say they didn't like it. Anyway, that's the reason that Sherman, who's on the phone today to do a second date update, thinks that his date ditched him in the middle of their date.
What?
Because he disrespected her TV show.
Oh.
Isn't that right, Sherman?
That's the only thing I can think of.
Did she, throw her drink in your face as she stormed out of the restaurant?
No, none of that. I went to the bathroom, and then I came back, and she was gone, and she, left, a pile of money at my seat to pay for the meal.
So you got ditched in the middle of your date. Your email said the only thing you could think of was an argument about TV. What happened before she ditched you?
I mean, we're talking about TV shows and shows we liked and stuff, and she brought up Real Housewives.
Okay.
And I kind of chuckled at that, and I kind of made fun of her for a little bit, but I was just joking.
How bad did you make fun of her?
Well, I mean, when she said I watched Real Housewives, I was like, you really watch that trash? And that's kind of, I don't think she liked it, but I was joking.
Did she laugh about that, or did she seem legitimately pissed off at you?
I feel like she was more upset than she was happy about it.
And how long after you made that comment did she ditch you in the middle of your date?
I'd say we talked for another 5-10 minutes, and then I had to go make a restroom break.
Okay, so let's back up just a little bit. Up until the TV discussion, you're saying everything was fine on your date?
Everything seemed cool, yeah. We met at the restaurant, got our appetizers. We had some small conversations, just talking about likes and dislikes and stuff. I thought it was going fine.
You'd never met this girl before. This is like a blind date or someone you met online?
Yeah, it was a blind date situation. Her friend is my neighbor, and I was just talking to my neighbor one day about how, I'm single and, ready to mingle and stuff. And then he was like, you should meet my friend. And then she seemed down to meet up, so we met up, and I thought it was going great.
Until you dropped the hammer on her about Real Housewives. So when you got back to the table and you saw a pile of cash sitting there and your date gone, what'd you do?
I just kind of sat there and just waited. I thought maybe she went to the valet or maybe she wanted to go on a smoke break or something. And probably 15 minutes in, I realized I got ditched.
So did you try to call her or text her or anything?
Yeah, I was sending her a text, just, making sure things were cool. And I was like, hey, did I offend you with the housewives thing? It was just a joke. Sending her things like that, but she just hasn't responded back.
So you've heard nothing from her other than coming back to the table, finding cash, and no date.
Yeah, cash on the seat, and she was gone.
Do you actually want to talk to a woman who would be so offended by anyone talking trash about housewives again, though?
Well, I don't think she realized I was joking about the housewives thing. I don't mind housewives. It's just, it's cool to hate. It's a fun show to hate on.
It is. It's very fun to hate on that.
Easy.
But do you want to call somebody who ditched you in the middle of a date because of it?
Yeah.
I mean, she was really cool. She was beautiful. She was smart. We laughed and stuff. I wouldn't mind a second date if it's at all possible.
Huh.
And I think the housewives thing was the cause, but honestly, I'm not sure. It could have been anything. So I just kind of want to get some closure on this and figure out what exactly, what did I do?
Yeah, it would be confusing if somebody left me in the middle of the day. I mean, it's never happened. But if it did happen, it would bother you a lot because you're like, what did I do that was so wrong? She couldn't even handle hanging out with me for another hour until we finished dinner.
Yeah, exactly. I want to know exactly what went wrong. And, if I can get a second date, great. But if not, I at least want to get some closure on this whole thing.
That's understandable.
It's just hard for me to believe that anyone who's a fan of Housewives doesn't understand also how ridiculous it is. I think you did something else.
I don't think I did anything else, but it's the only thing I could think of right now, like I said.
All right, well, let's find out then. We're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
All right, sounds good.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Sherman is on the phone with us. He recently went out with a girl named Sarah. While they were at dinner, he got up to use the bathroom, came back, she was gone, there was cash left behind on the table, and that's the last he's heard of her. Tried to text her, call her, and heard nothing back. I do have a question for Sherman before we get her on the phone and find out what went wrong. Sherman, let me ask you this. When you came back to the table and your date was gone, were there any ashes or burn marks anywhere around the table?
No, that's what I noticed.
Yeah, because I've heard of this happening before. Sometimes people will spontaneously combust. And I'm thinking that might have happened.
Oh my God. And the money just flew out of her pocket from the explosion.
Yeah.
Right. No, I'm sure she survived.
You think she survived?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's weird.
Because you haven't heard anything from her. It's all speculation at this point. She could have combusted and turned into the money.
Oh.
I've heard of that happening too.
I've never.
There's all kinds of things, Sherman.
That'd be a good superpower.
Yeah.
No kidding.
The only thing Sherman can think of that went wrong is they got into a little disagreement about the TV show Real Housewives. She said she watches it. He made a joke like, I can't believe you watch that trash. And she seemed legitimately offended. It was shortly after that she left, right?
Right.
Okay, I'm going to call her right now, get her on the phone, and find out what went wrong. You ready?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Sarah there?
Speaking.
Hey, Sarah, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Sorry, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show. Nice to
why
meet
are you guys calling me?
Well, because somebody emailed us about you.
Somebody emailed you about me.
Yep.
Who?
His name is Sherman.
Sherman?
Yep, and you recently went out on a date with him and then
Oh, my God.
you ditched him in the middle of your date.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about that weirdo.
What?
Wow. Can you just talk to us for a second, please? Because he's wondering why you would ditch him in the middle of the date. He thought it was because he insulted Real Housewives.
What?
Yeah, he said that you guys were talking at the dinner table, and then you made a comment of how you watched that show, and he said that show's garbage, and then it was after that you left. So that's the only thing he could think of.
Oh, my God. That's the only thing you could think of. Yeah. I left because of a TV show. That is so stupid.
I take it that's not the answer.
See, so now would you like to defend yourself and tell us why you left?
Yeah. I have a very good reason.
Okay, what happened?
So we're on the date, whatever. We're talking. It's fine. I'm trying to get over the fact that his name's Sherman. It's fine.
The Sherm.
Whatever.
I didn't even think about that being a problem.
He gets up to go to the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
I'm sitting there, and this girl leans over next to us, and she's like, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I know this is going to sound really weird, but I know that guy, and you can't date him. And I'm like, oh, okay. And
What?
she's like, his name's Sherman. My friend dated him a few years ago, and within a couple of weeks, he slept with her mother.
What?
Whoa.
That is a huge accusation that you just got from a stranger.
I know. I'm like, okay, what do I do with this? And I was totally grossed out. I wanted to throw up, and I was like, if it was enough for this woman to interrupt our date and like pull me aside, then, she's looking out for me.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like, it kind of fit. Like, when I was looking at this guy, I'm like, yeah, he probably is a motherfucker.
Literally.
Sarah, let me ask you this. Though. Do you think that girl could have been like an ex-girlfriend who's just kind of hating on him?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I thought that at first, but it just her tone and everything, like, it just, why would she say that? It was all too weird, and I had to just get out of there.
Have you left in the middle of a date before?
No, I've never had this happen to me before.
I mean, it's not like the guy was dangerous or anything. He just has a crazy ex story.
It made me nauseous.
Yeah.
I can't, I just pictured him, like, knocking boots with my mom, and I wanted to barf.
That's what I was going to say. At that point, Sarah, you got to think about your mom. It's not even about you. You got to get out of there. Otherwise,
Even your grandma.
yeah, who knows what this guy's going to be up to.
And he was weird. He was weird when I talked about how I liked Housewives, and now I understand why.
All right. Hey, Sarah,
Oh my God.
Yes.
thank you for sharing. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I do also have to tell you that Sherman is actually listening on the other line, though.
What the
Yep. Sherm, you there?
It's not as black and white as that, It's not as simple as just, sleeping with somebody and the mom. It's not.
It's not as black and white as that.
Oh, my God. You slept with their mom? Like, that really happened?
There are a lot of things happening, like, that go into this story that make this story complete.
So it's
And,
true.
Like, you only have certain bits and pieces of it.
Okay, so it's true. Can we hear the rest of it then?
No, I mean that's all one side of the story. It's not. It's not as black and white as that, and that's the thing with that. Like, I can't just
so we need to hear that
and be known as this one thing.
Yeah, but we should hear the other side of the story then, don't you think? Don't you want to defend yourself?
I don't think you're gonna hear it right now because I feel like you're just gonna turn it against me right now.
No,
You're gonna make fun of me on the radio.
I think what you did is a great
Oh
thing.
my gosh. No, you do not, Sherman. That is so gross.
I don't know what the big deal is. Like, people get into relationships all the time. They get all messy. I've been cheated on before. You know, I'm sure Sarah's been cheated on before. It happens. It's part of life. Everyone just needs to get on with their lives like I'm trying to do.
I've been cheated on before, but nobody had sex with my mom.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
that's the point.
So someone's had sex with your mom.
Well, I know someone has. My dad has. Maybe somebody else. I've never asked her about her history that much, but I'm saying nobody's ever cheated on me with one of my parents. How did it happen, Sherman?
I don't want to talk about this. This is all in the past. Why are we bringing up past bullshit, all right? I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to get
I get
on to
it.
a second date with a new relationship with new people.
I get it,
Why do
Sherman.
keep
I get it.
bringing back old stuff all the time.
If you're not going to comment on it, Sherman, then Sarah, would you like to comment? Aren't you curious?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's a nasty perv, and it all lines up. He was wearing that icky cardigan on our date. And
That's the one thing I know.
You
Dudes that
know.
wear cardigans, they always hump moms.
Hey, that is a red flag right there.
yeah, he looks like Mr. Rogers. He's a pervert.
I'm not a pervert. There was no children involved in this.
Except for the daughter of the mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, adults. This isn't like children. This isn't like underage people.
Sherman.
Everything was legal. Everything was consensual. Now you're just trying to make me look bad. This is what I said. This isn't what I wanted to be happening right now.
All right, well, let me get this wrapped up for you then, Sherman. Sarah, would you like to go out on a second date with Sherman? We'll pay for it.
Are you f***ing kidding me? I'm not sleeping with some dude that slept with his girlfriend's mom.
Sherman, thanks for your time, man. I promise we're not laughing at you. We just want to know how it happened. That's all.
Jubal, ask me again. Your mom.
Ow!
And if you tell me how you did that girl's mom, I will let you my mom. That's how bad I want to know.
What is wrong with you?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
When you go out on a first date, you learn a lot about the other person, their likes and dislikes, what TV shows they might like, and people are very passionate about their TV. Like, I know for me, if you disrespect New Girl, I will gut you like a fish.
Because you're just so adorable.
I will come across the table. I've actually choked someone out at a restaurant before because they disrespected New Girl. And it wasn't even the person I was out with. It was somebody 3 tables down. I heard them say they didn't like it. Anyway, that's the reason that Sherman, who's on the phone today to do a second date update, thinks that his date ditched him in the middle of their date.
What?
Because he disrespected her TV show. Oh. Isn't that right, Sherman?
That's the only thing I can think of.
Did she throw her drink in your face as she stormed out of the restaurant?
No, none of that. I went to the bathroom, and then I came back, and she was gone, and she left a pile of money at my seat to pay for the meal.
So you got ditched in the middle of your date. Your email said the only thing you could think of was an argument about TV. What happened before she ditched
I
you?
mean, we're talking about TV shows and shows we liked and stuff, and she brought up Real Housewives.
Okay.
And I kind of chuckled at that, and I kind of made fun of her for a little bit, but I was just joking.
How bad did you make fun of her?
Well, I mean, when she said I watched Real Housewives, I was like, you really watch that trash? And that's kind of, I don't think she liked it, but I was joking.
Did she laugh about that, or did she seem legitimately pissed off at you?
I feel like she was more upset than she was happy about it.
And how long after you made that comment did she ditch you in the middle of your date?
I'd say we talked for another 5-10 minutes, and then I had to go make a restroom break.
Okay, so let's back up just a little bit. Up until the TV discussion, you're saying everything was fine on your date?
Everything seemed cool. Yeah, we met at the restaurant, got our appetizers. We had some small conversations, just talking about likes and dislikes and stuff. I thought it was going fine.
You'd never met this girl before. This is like a blind date or someone you met online?
Yeah, it was a blind date situation. Her friend is my neighbor, and I was just talking to my neighbor one day about how, I'm single and, ready to mingle and stuff. And then he was like, you should meet my friend. And then she seemed down to meet up, so we met up, and I thought it was going great.
Until you dropped the hammer on her about Real Housewives. So when you got back to the table and you saw a pile of cash sitting there and your date gone, what'd you do?
I just kind of sat there and just waited. I thought maybe she went to the valet or maybe she wanted to go on a smoke break or something. And probably like 15 minutes in, I realized I got ditched.
So did you try to call her or text her or anything?
Yeah, I was sending her a text, just, making sure things were cool. And I was like, hey, did I offend you with the housewives thing? It was just a joke. Sent her things like that, but she just hasn't responded back.
So you've heard nothing from her other than coming back to the table, finding cash, and no date.
Yeah, cash on the seat, and she was gone.
Do you actually want to talk to a woman who would be so offended by anyone talking trash about housewives again, though?
Well, I don't think she realized I was joking about the housewives thing. Like, I don't mind housewives. It's just, it's cool to hate. It's a fun show to hate on.
It is. It's very fun to hate on that.
Easy.
But do you want to call somebody who ditched you in the middle of a date because of it?
Yeah.
I mean, like, she was really cool. She was beautiful. She was smart. We laughed and stuff. Like, I wouldn't mind a second date if it's at all possible.
Huh.
And I think the housewives thing was the cause, but honestly, I'm not sure. It could have been anything. So I just kind of want to get some closure on this and figure out what did I do?
Yeah, it would be confusing if somebody left me in the middle of the day. I mean, it's never happened. But if it did happen, it would bother you a lot because you're like, what did I do that was so wrong? She couldn't even handle hanging out with me for like another hour until we finished dinner.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I want to know exactly what went wrong. And, if I can get a second date, great. But if not, I at least want to get some closure on this whole thing.
That's understandable.
It's just hard for me to believe that anyone who's a fan of Housewives doesn't understand also how ridiculous it is. I think you did something else.
I don't think I did anything else, but it's the only thing I could think of right now, like I said.
All right, well, let's find out then. We're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
All right, sounds good.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Sherman is on the phone with us. He recently went out with a girl named Sarah. While they were at dinner, he got up to use the bathroom, came back, she was gone, there was cash left behind on the table, and that's the last he's heard of her. Tried to text her, call her, and heard nothing back. I do have a question for Sherman before we get her on the phone and find out what went wrong. Sherman, let me ask you this. When you came back to the table and your date was gone, were there any ashes or burn marks anywhere around the table?
No, that's what I noticed.
Okay, because I've heard of this happening before. Sometimes people will spontaneously combust. And I'm thinking that might have happened.
Oh, my God. And the money just flew out of her pocket from the explosion.
Yeah.
Right. No, I'm sure she survived.
You think she survived?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's weird.
Because you haven't heard anything from her. It's all speculation at this point. She could have combusted and turned into the money.
Oh.
I've heard of that happening, too.
I've never.
There's all kinds of things, Sherman.
That'd be a good superpower.
Yeah.
No kidding.
The only thing Sherman can think of that went wrong is they got into a little disagreement about the TV show Real Housewives. She said she watches it. He made a joke like, I can't believe you watch that trash. And she seemed legitimately offended. It was shortly after that she left, right?
Right.
Okay, I'm going to call her right now, get her on the phone, and find out what went wrong. You ready?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Sarah there?
Speaking.
Hey, Sarah, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Sorry, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show. Nice to
why
meet
are you guys calling me?
Well, because somebody emailed us about you.
Somebody emailed you about me.
Yep.
Who?
His name is Sherman.
Sherman?
Yep, and you recently went out on a date with him and then
Oh, my God.
you ditched him in the middle of your date.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about that weirdo.
What?
Wow. Can you just talk to us for a second, please? Because he's wondering why you would ditch him in the middle of the date. He thought it was because he insulted Real Housewives.
What?
Yeah, he said that you guys were talking at the dinner table, and then you made a comment of how you watched that show, and he said that show's garbage, and then it was after that you left. So that's the only thing he could think of.
Oh, my God. That's the only thing you could think of. Yeah. I left because of a TV show. That is so stupid.
I take it that's not the answer.
See, so now would you like to defend yourself and tell us why you left?
Yeah. I have a very good reason.
Okay, what happened?
So we're on the date, whatever. We're talking. It's fine. I'm trying to get over the fact that his name's Sherman. It's fine. Whatever.
I didn't even think about that being a problem.
He gets up to go to the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
I'm sitting there, and this girl leans over next to us, and she's like, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I know this is going to sound really weird, but I know that guy, and you can't date him. And I'm like, oh, okay. And
What?
she's like, his name's Sherman. My friend dated him a few years ago, and within a couple of weeks, he slept with her mother.
What?
Whoa.
That is a huge accusation that you just got from a stranger.
I know. I'm like, okay, what do I do with this? And I was totally grossed out. I wanted to throw up, and I was like, if it was enough for this woman to interrupt our date and like pull me aside, then, you know, she's looking out for me.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like, it kind of fit. Like, when I was looking at this guy, I'm like, yeah, he probably is a mother.
Literally.
Sarah, let me ask you this. Though. Do you think that girl could have been like an ex-girlfriend who's just kind of hating on him?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I thought that at first, but it just her tone and everything, like, it just, you know, why would she say that? It was all too weird, and I had to just get out of there.
Have you left in the middle of a date before?
No, I've never had this happen to me before.
I mean, it's not like the guy was dangerous or anything. He just has a crazy ex story.
It made me nauseous. Like,
Yeah.
I just pictured him like knocking boots with my mom, and I wanted to barf.
That's what I was going to say. At that point, Sarah, you got to think about your mom. It's not even about you. You got to get out of there. Otherwise,
Even your grandma.
yeah, who knows what this guy's going to be up to.
And he was weird. He was weird when I talked about how I like housewives, and now I understand why.
All right. Hey, Sarah,
Oh my God.
Yes.
thank you for sharing. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I do also have to tell you that Sherman is actually listening on the other line, though.
What the
Yep. Sherm, you there?
It's not as black and white as that, you know. It's not as simple as just, you know, sleeping with somebody and their mom. It's not.
It's not as black and white as that.
Oh my God! You slept with their mom? Like, that really happened?
You know, there are a lot of things happening like that go into this story that make this story complete.
So it's
And,
true.
Like, you only have certain bits and pieces of it.
Okay, so it's true. Can we hear the rest of it then?
No, I mean that's all one side of the story. It's not. It's not as black and white as that, and that's the simple as that. Like,
But-
I can't just
so we
go
need to hear
around
the-
and be known as this one thing.
Yeah, but we should hear the other side of the story then, don't you think? Don't you want to defend yourself?
I don't think you're gonna hear it right now because I feel like you're just gonna turn it against me right now.
No,
You're gonna make fun of me on the radio.
I think what you did is a great
Oh
thing.
my gosh. No, you do not. Sherman, that is so gross.
I don't know what the big deal is. Like, people get into relationships all the time. They get all messy. I've been cheated on before. You know, I'm sure Sarah's been cheated on before. It happens. It's part of life. Everyone just needs to get on with their lives like I'm trying to do.
I've been cheated on before, but nobody had sex with my mom.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
that's the point.
So someone's had sex with your mom.
Well, I know someone has. My dad has. Maybe somebody else. I've never asked her about her history that much, but I'm saying nobody's ever cheated on me with one of my parents. How did it happen, Sherman?
I don't want to talk about this. This is all in the past. Why are we bringing up past bullshit, all right? I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to get
I
on
get
to
it.
a second date with a new relationship with new people.
I get it,
Why do
Sherman.
keep
I get it.
bringing back old stuff all the time.
If you're not going to comment on it, Sherman, then Sarah, would you like to comment? Aren't you curious?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's a nasty perv, and it all lines up. He was wearing that icky cardigan on our date, and it's just,
That's the one thing I know.
You know.
Dudes that wear cardigans, they always hump moms.
Hey, that is a red flag right there.
yeah, he looks like Mr. Rogers. He's a pervert.
I'm not a pervert. There was no children involved in this.
Except for the daughter of the mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, adults. This isn't like children. This isn't like underage people.
Sherman.
Everything was legal. Everything was consensual. Now you're just trying to make me look bad. This is what I said. This isn't what I wanted to be happening right now.
All right, well, let me get this wrapped up for you then, Sherman. Sarah, would you like to go out on a second date with Sherman? We'll pay for it.
Are you f***ing kidding me? I'm not sleeping with some dude that slept with his girlfriend's mom.
Sherman, thanks for your time, man. I promise we're not laughing at you. We just want to know how it happened. That's all.
Jubal, ask me again. Your mom.
Ow!
And if you tell me how you did that girl's mom, I will let you my mom. That's how bad I want to know.
What is wrong with you?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Whenever somebody claims that they're sick and they can't go on a date with you, that's when you show up to their house to make sure.
No.
Yep.
What?
You have to make sure that they're not faking it. And that's exactly what Andrea did, who's on the phone to do a second date update right now.
Oh, no.
She called the dude out for being sick.
No, what?
And now he's not calling her back. But apparently it worked out better than what it sounds like I'm saying. Andrea, what's up? How are you?
Hey, Jubal. Hey, Brooke. How are y'all?
Good. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the guy that you want to call today? What's his name?
His name is Mike.
Mike. Okay. And how did you meet Mike?
We work in separate places. We were just at the same bar for an office happy hour.
Oh.
And you thought maybe you could help merge companies. A little merger, huh?
Maybe. I was thinking more, he could just do a feature on our next product.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So what'd you like about this guy?
He had a really sweet personality. I mean, he was really smooth. I went to order my drink at the bar, and he slid up next to me. He's like, after I said my drink, he told me his drink, and he's like, oh, and put them together. I'll pay. So it was really sweet.
Oh, he meant put him on the same tab. I thought you meant he wanted you to mix drinks. I was like, that's weird.
A merger.
Yeah.
Another murder.
All right. So anyway, he took care of your drinks. He seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah, seemed like a really nice guy. I mean, we started talking, and he's got really popping blue eyes. Total sucker for that. And by the end of the night, he asked me out.
Okay, so in your email, you mentioned something about him getting sick, so you needed to go over to his place?
Okay, so the day of the date, he texted me, and he had to cancel because he said he was sick.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I felt bad. I mean, I'm a compassionate person. I'm nice. So I offered to come over to his place with a care package, and he agreed.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's really thoughtful of you, especially for someone you haven't even actually gone out on a date with yet.
Well, I did have a little bit of a double motive. I mean, I've been burned on a first date before, so I just wanted to make sure he was actually sick.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to see if he was actually telling the truth.
So what happened when you showed up?
I knocked on the door and he opened it, and he was actually sick. I mean, yeah, he looked terrible.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
That's what you want to hear from somebody who's interested in you. Man, you look terrible.
You were lying.
yeah, he looked worse than terrible.
So he wasn't lying to you then?
It was bad. Definitely not lying. Probably actually kind of underplaying.
Oh.
And how long did you hang out with him at his house while he was sick?
I offered to stay as long as he liked him, and he seemed to really, appreciate the care package.
So what was in the care package? Lube?
What? No.
Dude.
For the throat?
No. I brought him some soup, some crackers, a little bit of candy,
Okay, good.
NyQuil,
Okay.
pretty kosher stuff.
The normal get well stuff.
Not lube.
Maybe that's where you went wrong. Maybe he's one of those guys that likes a good lube to solve his cough.
All right, well, I will keep that in mind next time he's sick.
Nothing soothes a wet cough like some lube. So how did things end with him?
It actually ended a little bit uncomfortable.
Really?
Why?
Yeah, so we seemed to be having a good time. I offered to stay as long as he would like. I thought maybe he'd like the company. All of a sudden, he kind of abruptly went, well, I should rest.
Whoa.
And, really awkwardly just, put on my shoes and said bye. I mean,
Wow. Okay.
Wait, after you just brought him a get well package.
yeah.
So he just kind of killed it, huh? Just like you're talking. He's like, hey, I need to rest. Get out.
It wasn't that rude, but he did motion towards the door like, you need to leave.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Jeez.
Did you feel like he was angry or he was just uncomfortable because he was sick?
Kind of hard to tell. I mean, he was sick, so I'm just hoping he was in a bad mood.
Yeah.
And have you talked to him since then?
No, he hasn't texted. He hasn't called. I mean,
Not even like a thank you for the care package?
nothing.
Wow. Okay.
So he's either blowing me off or his sickness got worse and now he's dead.
Oh, my
Well,
God.
at least you could take some solace in that. Like maybe it was a
No.
really bad cold and that's the reason he's not calling you back, not because you did something wrong.
Yeah, maybe.
No.
I mean, I'm just as confused as you are. I mean, he asked me out.
Right? Yeah.
And I show up to his house with a care package, and now I haven't heard from him.
Oh, no.
That's kind of rude.
That's
So,
weird. All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
okay.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Today's second date update is less of a second date update and more of a welfare check. Just calling to see if this dude is still alive. If you're just joining us, Andrea is on the phone and she wants us to call a guy named Mike today. They met at our office happy hour, and then when they scheduled their date, he told her that he was sick and he couldn't meet up. Then she tested him and said, oh, well, how about I bring you a care package? Because she thought,
So
one,
extreme.
that he might have been lying, and two, it would be a nice gesture. And he actually said yes. She brought over the care package, and he was really sick.
Yeah.
They hung out for a little while, and eventually he said, hey, I need to get some rest. You need to go. And that's the last that she's heard from him. So, Andrea, if I call this number and somebody answers and asks me if I'm next of kin, should I hang up then, or...
Oh, my God. Yes, please. Just hang out, pretend like it never happened.
Okay. All right.
Do you feel pretty foolish that you basically accused him in your mind of lying and then you were wrong?
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely surprised he was actually sick, but I mean, there's no reason to not call me back, for another date.
Yeah. Or at least just to say thank you, because he didn't even
Yeah.
thank you for the care package.
I will say that.
Exactly. I'm just really confused.
Okay. Well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if we can get your answer, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Thanks.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Mike, please?
this is Mike.
Oh, good. You're feeling better. I've been so worried about you, Mike, and this cold you had.
Who is this?
Oh, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. How you doing?
I'm okay. What's Brooke and Jubal in the morning?
It's a good question. I don't really know. But
You should.
according to most people, it's a radio show.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're calling you today because we got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Sorry, what are you talking about?
Well, we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened. Technically, you didn't really go on a date with this person, but they're still wondering why you aren't calling them back.
Okay, that sounds pretty messed up, but
Her name is Andrea.
okay.
Okay?
So you,
You remember Andrea. She brought you a care package when you were sick, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
what do you mean? I guess you could say that. Wasn't it filled with things to make you feel better when you're sick?
Yeah, it was, technically. I don't know, if somebody says, I want to make you a care package, you kind of expect a bit of care in that package, and she came over, and it was literally a paper grocery bag with canned soup in it, and
What?
like saltine crackers, and like candy, but not even real brand name candy. Like,
What? Are you? Wait, hold
Are
on.
you ripping on her care package?
no, I'm just saying that, it's clear that she said, I want to bring you a care package, and then stopped at the store and literally grabbed the first thing she saw. And
Dude, that's what a care package is. She stopped by the store and got you things you needed.
yeah, but if you're going to go out of your way to do a thing for a person, I'm just saying, either put some thought in it or wait till our first date. I don't even know this girl. And this is the first impression or the second impression that I'm getting is like,
Oh.
here's some stuff that I have in my house.
Okay, wait, no.
Wow, so is that why you're not calling her back, because of the little effort she put into a care package for you?
Well, no, it's not just that. That was disappointing, to say the least. But then the thing is, like, the energy was so weird. So I'm sick, right?
Yeah.
And she comes over and, instead of kind of like hanging out and maybe getting to know me, like the first question she's asking really specific questions about how sick I am, and she asked me if I get sick often, and
What?
and like what my symptoms were, and like it felt I felt like I was on trial a bit, like
Or that you're at the doctor.
Yeah.
or that I was at the doctor, but neither of us are doctors, so I didn't know what her angle was, you know? Like,
What's your
How
angle?
paranoid are you? Like, what are you testing me? You want to see if my genetics are good? I don't get sick that often, twice a year. Thank you very much.
that's kind of what it felt like.
But did you, I mean, it could have been that she was nervous and it's the first time you guys have hung out without alcohol and she didn't know what else to talk about.
Well, it just seemed to me that she didn't totally believe that I was sick. Like, I had to answer all these questions about how I was sick and how sick I really was. And I felt like they kept going on. If it was one or two questions, that would be one thing. But at a certain point, I was like, do you want a doctor's note? You know?
Leave me alone.
You should have supplied her with one.
I guess so.
So it was her careless package, not a care package, and her constant grilling you about being sick that made you not want to call her again.
Well, I got a kind of possessive sense about her, and I'm not into that.
You know, I don't get that sense about her at all, and she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you, so we could ask her if she's possessive like that.
Wait, she's been listening to this whole thing?
Yeah. Andrea?
Hi. How are you doing?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were listening at all.
Yeah, I did hear everything, Mike, and it's really interesting to hear your take on how things happened.
Well, you should know that's how I felt at the time, and I was called by a radio show, which apparently you sent an email to, which doesn't help my general feeling about the whole thing.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just really confused because it seemed like, I thought I had, reached out and did a really nice thing for you, but apparently it didn't quite come off as kindly as it was intended.
Well, your intentions weren't very clear to me, and if you do this in the future, maybe put a little more thought into that so it won't seem like you just showed up with a bag in order to get into the door and find out some information. 'Cause that's what it felt like.
Oh, wow.
I mean, when you've been lied to once, sometimes you just want to see how many liars are out there.
Okay, so you were testing me, so I was right.
I just
That's
wanted to
crazy.
see if you were all right and make sure, there wasn't any red flags, immediately up front. I mean, if you lied to me and we haven't even got on our first date.
Yeah, we haven't gone on our first date, so probably best not to take the time when I'm sick to grill me and find out whether I've killed anybody.
But Mike, I mean, you've got to listen to her explanation right now because it does kind of make sense.
It
Yeah.
makes sense to a paranoid person.
She's been burned a bunch, Mike. Give her like a little bit of a break. I mean, you're the jerk that's complaining about the quality of care packages over here.
She brought me canned soup. I could go get canned soup from the store. That's not care.
I didn't know if you were lying. I mean, if you're a liar, like, you only get canned soup. Like, I'm not going to pull out, like, my mom's homemade recipe. Like, that takes 4 hours to make
I kind of get it.
for a little liar.
I just didn't get a good first impression. So if I got to stick around for the good soup, I don't know if that's worth it to me.
Well, let's see if it's worth it. Mike, would you like to go out on a second date with Andrea? We will pay for it. We'll buy the ingredients for the soup that she can make.
I can confidently say no.
Really?
Yeah, this is already way too nuts for me.
Okay.
Okay. Well, knowing that, then I suppose would also like to not go out because apparently,
No, Andrew, you can't do that. You can't go back and say, no, I'm saying no.
Yeah.
yes, I can. I am saying no right now.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, Mike, you hear
Okay.
that? You could have had a date, but now you don't get one because Andrea decided no.
That's fine. That's just fine with me.
Oh, man.
Did you hear me, Mike? I said no.
Yes, I heard you.
All right,
Okay.
well,
Well, she's clear.
sorry we couldn't get you guys to go out again, but at least you both agree that Andrea said no.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592. It says, that guy's a pretentious douche with like a lot of O's in douche. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Andrea wanted to call this dude named Mike. He got sick when they were supposed to go on their date, so she put him to the test and was like, well, I'll bring you a care package. And he accepted because he was actually sick.
Yeah.
She really wanted to see if he was lying to her, and he wasn't. He was sick. But the reason that he wasn't calling her back was because he didn't like the care package that she brought over because it contained regular, average canned soup and some candy that wasn't even like special candy.
Generic.
She didn't
Yeah.
make her own candy?
Ridiculous. So he wasn't into her because of that, and then she got upset and at the end turned it around on him. So we asked if they wanted to go on a second date like we always do, and he said no. But then she said, "No, you don't get to say no. I'm saying no."
Well, I really think if we back it up, this really wouldn't have worked out anyway because first date and she's already like a private detective
Yeah,
thinking
true.
he's like lying about being sick.
And that was his point too. He could tell that she
Yeah.
was testing him to see if he was actually sick, so he wasn't into it. But
Yeah.
she says no.
And that's all. That's the most important part.
Oh, yeah.
Can't fire me. I quit.
Exactly.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The actual date on today's second date update is crazy. All right. So this girl emailed us. She actually went car shopping with a guy on their first date. And he ended up buying her a car.
Stop it. That is not true.
No, it's not true at all. The car shopping part was true. I made up the rest. Morgan is on the phone with us right now to do a second date update. She wants us to call a guy named Graham today to find out why he won't call her back. How are you, Morgan?
I'm good. How are you, Jubal?
Good. So you went car shopping on your first date, huh?
Yes, we did.
That actually sounds kind of fun to me.
Of course it does. That's because you buy more cars in 1 year than anyone I've ever met in my life.
I like going on test drives. I don't think a girl would enjoy doing it. But Morgan, how does somebody go car shopping on a first date?
Well, we met at the gym, and we'd been seeing each other there for like 2 months.
All right.
And I was hoping he would ask me out, but he didn't. So finally, I was like, "Hey, man, let's go out sometime."
So this isn't like a brand new thing that you got. You guys actually know each other pretty well.
I mean, yeah, like we see each other, a couple times a week, and we always say hi and have like at least a conversation.
But
Okay.
you've never seen each other outside of the gym. This would be your first out of the gym experience together.
Correct.
Okay.
When you asked him to hang out, did he know that it was like a date situation, or did he think you were going out as friends?
I think he knew it was a date because what he said was, the reason I haven't asked you out is I don't have a car right now.
Oh.
He's like, my car's in the shop. So,
Okay. Well, that had to feel good for you when you finally got up the nerve to ask him out, and he was like, "Hey, I've been thinking about asking you out too."
yeah, yes, it did.
All right, so he doesn't have a car, and you offered to go buy him a car? That's very nice.
Generous.
No, didn't buy him a car, but since he didn't have one, I thought it would be nice to go car shopping together.
Okay, but
It's nice. It's a
why
unique
why
idea.
skip drinks and the normal date stuff and go to car shopping?
I don't know. I thought it would be like a fun activity and a good way of helping him out.
I actually think that would be cool. If I didn't have a car and a girl asked me out, and I was like, "Well, I don't really have any transportation. I don't want to take you on the bus." And she's like, "Well, it'd be fun to go car shopping. I'll take you." I would think that would be a fun date, actually, Morgan.
So long as you avoid the drinks before the test drive.
Yeah. Did he seem to enjoy it?
Yeah, we had a really great time. Like, it was like a fun thing to do on a date.
Is there anything that happened while you guys were out looking at cars that you think was awkward for him, or?
The only thing that came to mind is, like, once I introduced us as, like, a married couple.
Oh.
Like, they asked if we were, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, yeah." And I thought it was hilarious, and he did not laugh.
Okay. So maybe that was it. Maybe he's like, "Oh, man, that's just a little crazy."
I mean, if that happened to you, Jubal, would you think that this girl is automatically thinking marriage off the first date?
It depends how she did it. If you looked at him while you were saying it and you're like, "Yes, we're husband and wife," then I'd be a little creeped out. Did he seem upset by that, or?
No, I wouldn't say upset. He just looked really uncomfortable.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you guys kiss or anything? Get in the back seat of one of those cars? Anything?
Really give it a test drive.
Yeah.
No, the date ended in a hug.
Have you guys talked at all since your date? I mean, you were friends at the gym. I'm assuming that
Weirdly, I have not seen him at the gym at all, but we have been texting like a little bit, but I definitely feel like he's blowing me off.
That's
so
not a good sign.
He's responding to your texts. What's he saying?
Just like basic conversation. Like, LOL, I know, me too, whatever. But
Okay,
nothing.
so it feels like he's avoiding you.
I think he's blowing me off, but I can't be for sure, so that's why I need your help.
Okay, we'll play a song, come back, call him, get him on the phone, and get your second date update.
Okay, thanks, guys.
All right, hang on.
2.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for the second date update, Morgan is on the phone. She wants to call this guy named Graham. They apparently have been gym buddies for a little while. She finally asked him out. Unfortunately, he didn't have a car, so he didn't want to go out with her, but she said, let's go car shopping. It'll be fun. And that's how they spent their day together. She says that everything went well, except for one kind of awkward moment where she pretended that the two were married to the car salesman. Yeah. And he seemed a little weirded out by that, but other than that, everything seemed cool. And now they've talked a little bit, but it's obvious that he's avoiding her. Morgan, are you ready to give him a call and find out if he is actually avoiding you?
Yes, I am ready.
All right. Anything else you can think of that might have caused him to not want to see you again?
No, everything was really great. It was really natural and fun. And, I was thinking about it, and that was pretty harmless. He wasn't upset. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Okay. And you haven't seen him at the gym at all?
No.
Right.
I will say, as someone who's dated everybody at my gym, if you get somebody to change their gym schedule, then you might have done
You've
something
done something wrong.
Yeah.
All right, Morgan, here we go. I'm going to dial his phone number right now, see if we can get him on the phone, okay?
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Graham, please?
This is Graham.
Graham, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Like the radio?
Yeah. Just like the radio. How you doing?
Fine.
I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners and they've been trying to get a hold of you. You know who I'm talking about?
I think so.
Morgan?
Yeah.
Why aren't you calling Morgan back?
Yeah.
This is kind of weird. I don't feel like it's any of your business, really.
Well, it kind of is my business because Morgan actually asked me to call you and find out if you're avoiding her.
Well, I'm not.
You're not avoiding her?
I mean, I've been texting her and stuff, so I don't know.
Okay. But she says she's been trying to see if you'll go out on another date with her, and you've been very unresponsive, and then she also hasn't seen you at the gym. So she's confused and feels like you don't want to see her again. That's not true?
I mean, I want to see her again for sure. It's just, I'm in a bit of a situation right now that just prevents me from pursuing it at the moment.
Okay. Is it the car situation?
She told you about my car situation?
Yeah, she just told us that she asked you out on a date at the gym, and you said you couldn't go out because you didn't have a car at the time, it was in the shop, and so you went car shopping together.
Which sounds like a fun date.
Yeah. That's why I'm asking, is it because you don't have a car?
Well, all right. So between you and me, I do have a car. It's not that.
So you lied about the car?
Well, I didn't. Well, I kind of had to because you guys, if you keep this between us, the deal is that at the moment I'm kind of locationally up in the air.
Are you living in your car?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
I'm temporarily staying in my car because I had a really bogus job 4 months ago. So I quit and I couldn't find anything right away, and then rent was due and I had to, leave my spot. And so it basically came down to the fact that it was I want to go on a date with Morgan, but literally everything I own is in my car. So it's kind of weird to show up and be like, hey, welcome to my home.
Okay, so you haven't been avoiding Morgan because you don't want to see her. You've been avoiding her because the situation that you're in right now doesn't feel ideal to be dating somebody and might not be that attractive to her.
Exactly, yeah.
And I'm guessing that's why you're not at the gym, is because you can't afford the membership right now.
Well, the gym is actually the one thing that I do have because I use it to shower and make myself presentable, and I just know when Morgan goes, so I try to avoid those times.
Do you feel like she's not going to want to see you if she found this information out? She seems like she's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know she's really nice. She's definitely one of the coolest people I've met in a really long time, but I just I don't want to it up. So
I don't think you have to worry too much. I dated a guy that lived in his car. Didn't end well, but I still dated him.
yeah, my situation's going to change, and when it does, then I'm going
going to really pursue this. Like, she's a great girl, and but I
Okay.
just don't want to start off on a bad foot.
Well, then what can I tell her then? Because she had us call you because she wanted to find out if you're avoiding her. If I just tell her, hey, he's not avoiding you, just trust me, just hang out for a little while and he'll be back, that's going to sound kind of weird. Don't you think you should just be honest with her and see what she says?
I mean, I guess. I don't know, but I'd rather, like, tell her myself, you know?
Perfect. I can actually make that happen for you, Graham, because she's actually on the other line listening.
Serious?
Yeah.
I got to go, you guys.
Hold up a second, Graham. We just need like 1 second with you. Graham?
Hello?
Morgan?
Wait, I'm so confused about what just happened.
I'm pretty sure he hung up on us.
Ugh.
I mean, I'm guessing he's probably embarrassed or something. I want to get him back on the phone though because I want you guys to talk.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to talk to him about it.
Did you know that he lived in his car?
No, I mean, but to be fair, like, I only see him at the gym, so...
Yeah.
Does it bother you?
I have questions about it for sure.
All right, I'm going to try to get him back on the phone, see if we can talk to him, okay?
Okay.
Hello?
Graham?
Yeah, sorry. I thought I had a job offer calling on the other line, but it wasn't.
Oh, all right, that sucks. Well, I was in the middle of telling you that Morgan was on the phone and wanted to talk to you. Morgan?
Hello.
Hey, Morgan. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay, I guess.
So, I had no idea.
Yeah, well, that was kind of the point. I was hoping it would stay that way, but...
Graham, you could have told me you're living out of your car. Like, I would have understood.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't want to, like, mess anything up before we even, like, got started with anything, you know? I don't know. I just wanted to be able to, like, do nice things and, like, take you places and, you know, start off on the right foot rather than have it be, like, some kind of weird thing that, like, we have to, like, overcome together right at the beginning.
That's totally understandable. So do you want to get a job? Are you looking for a job? Like, what's your deal?
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking every day. You know, it's like that's my job right now is getting a job. You know, it's just not that easy right now. And I'm, you know, if you could just give me like 2 more weeks, I'm gonna have something by then. I have a couple of leads coming through right now, and I'll be back on my feet then. And I don't know. I just hate to like ruin this before anything even had the chance to happen.
Yeah, but Graham, now that you guys got this out of the way, I will pay for you guys to go on a second date. Yeah. Would you, I mean, you might as well go out with Morgan again, especially now that she knows what she knows and you guys can talk a little more in depth about the situation.
Yeah, it's out there.
Yeah, I want to. I just hope she will.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, Graham, why do you have to wait like 2 weeks until you get a job? I will pay for you guys to go on a second date.
I mean, free hot meal. Come on, Graham.
And then you guys can decide what you want to do about your situation when you go out. But would you like to go out with her?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Morgan, do you want to go out with Graham again?
Graham, like, I like you, and I would love to hear more about your situation, and I'm totally down to hang out with you and go on a date with you.
Oh, I like
That's
her.
cute. It's going to be so easy to get her back to your place, Graham.
I mean, that's awesome. I really didn't expect you to be that cool about it, and I'm just glad to hear that. It's like a huge relief.
There you go. Successful second date update. We'll send you guys out again, and you can have a good time. Graham, I want to let you know it's your lucky day today.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Because not only am I sending you out on a second date with Morgan, but I'm going to go ahead and adopt you as my own. You can come stay at my place if you'd like.
I think I'd rather stay in my car.
All right.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Today's second date update might have actually just changed somebody's life. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5. If you missed today's brand new second date update, this girl Morgan wanted us to call Graham because he'd been avoiding her. Turns out that Graham, when we got him on the phone, doesn't have a house. He's in between places right now because he quit his job and can't afford rent, so he's living in his car. And that's why he was avoiding her because he was embarrassed of that.
Ah, it's
Cool.
tough.
At the end of it, she gave him a second chance. She wanted to go with him again. She didn't. She could look past that. But I say that it could change his life because we're getting so many text messages in at 78592 with job opportunities for Graham, and that's what he was saying. He quit because he couldn't take his job anymore that he was doing because it was terrible. And so he's been looking for a new job, and he was going to try to find a job and then hopefully ask her out on a date when he could afford to take her out and could afford to have a place to take her back to. But everybody texting us at 78592 is offering Graham a job. I'm going to go ahead and get all these together, give it to him, and then I'll leave it up to him to get in contact with you guys. But we really appreciate that.
You guys are awesome. We have the best listeners.
Yeah, like we joke around a lot and stuff, but when it comes to like semi-serious stuff like this is so
Don't they know that we're supposed to be all cold-hearted
Yeah,
here?
I
mean,
know.
come on, we're the feel-bad station.
This is not what we do. This is uncharted territory for us. It's really weird. Charitable things. Interesting. But yeah, thank you guys very much. I think Graham will obviously appreciate it, and hopefully he can get a job out of the deal, and the two of them can start a relationship or at least go out and enjoy each other's company a little bit. But I will get all the job offers down. Keep them coming if you want to try to interview him for a job and you're interested in that. At 78592, I'll give it to him and see if he can get in contact with you, and we'll get an update. I'll stay in contact with Graham and see if we can find out if he actually gets a job out of the deal. And then if he does, I want 10% of whatever he's making because I helped him find that job. Kind of a finder's fee.
Right.
Look, we're charitable to a point, all right? I'm not an idiot.
Have limitations, all right?
Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, Brooke and Jubal at moving925.com.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Everybody knows that the way to a woman's heart is car humor.
What?
And that's how Roger, the guy who was on the phone to do a second date update today, says he scored a date with Marissa, the girl that he wants to call. He said he used car humor.
I don't
really know what that means. That's
Okay,
just what his
good.
email said, so hopefully we can get an explanation. Roger, what exactly do you mean you scored a date with her using car humor?
Well, just that. I made a joke. I figured she's at a car show. She likes cars. I like cars. I made a joke.
Okay, you met her at a car show.
Yes.
All
Okay,
right.
and I have to know, what was your car joke?
Well, it's nothing great, but it worked for her. She was standing next to this 1970 Dodge Charger. It was a gorgeous car, but she looked so good next to it. I almost missed the car completely. But I just said I got to talk to her, so I went up and I started some small talk, and I said, I'm rebuilding a car just like this, but all I've got so far is a steering wheel.
That
That's
was it.
actually cute. I would fall for that too.
I know it's lame. It's lame, but good.
But apparently it worked, right? You guys went out.
It worked.
Okay.
Exactly. We started talking. Yeah.
You sound charming enough to pull it off.
Well, I don't look it. It would have worked better on the phone.
So is the date that you want to talk about at the car show, or did you guys end up actually going out?
No, yeah, the car show went great. The actual date was that weekend at a concert we went to.
Oh, you even took her to a show.
I did. She was down. She said she wanted to go to a show with me.
Okay. And how did the show go?
It went great at first, but I have to be honest. I showed up at her house on my bike, of course.
Wait a minute. Did you say on your bike?
Yes.
Like a motorcycle?
No, bicycle.
Okay.
You showed up on a bicycle.
Yes, I lost my license. It's been many years ago. It's just something I'd rather not get into. But anyway, yeah.
Did she know that you were going to show up on a bicycle?
No.
Okay, listen. I mean, I think the bicycle's fine if you give a girl a warning, especially if you meet a man at a car show. You'd assume that he's going to come pick you up, I don't know, in a car.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I figured we had some good connections, some good common ground, that it wouldn't be a big issue.
So what were you going to do? Put her on your handlebars and take her to the concert?
Well, I'm a gentleman, okay, so obviously I thought, okay, well, if she drives us, I'd be a gentleman. I'd pay for parking. I'd pay for the tickets to the show, drinks, whatever she needed. I wanted to do that, at least since she was driving.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Did you ask her beforehand to drive, or did you just show up like, hey, you got to drive us?
I asked her if she could drive, but she didn't know I was going to show up on a bike.
Okay. So she thought you were just being like, hey, you want to drive? Because, that'd be cool.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But she kind of had to drive. She had no choice.
Right.
All right.
And so the car ride to the concert was not awkward then?
No. Like I said, it was more humor and more common ground. It was kind of everything that you think about when you think about, hey, I just met this person and we're together going to a concert. This should be a good time. It was perfect.
Okay, so she didn't seem bothered by the fact that you showed up on a
No,
bike.
not at all.
That's cool, actually. Sounds like a cool chick.
Well, that's what I thought, yeah.
And so, how was the show?
Well, now we come to the crux of it. You know, it was going good at first, and I was really digging music. She seemed to do that as well, and then she kind of said she had to go to the bathroom, and so I just kind of found, someone to talk to, and a few minutes go by, nothing, didn't see her, so I kind of checked around, didn't see her. I guess it was 10, 15 minutes. I'm not sure exactly how long, but I finally got a text from her that said, she didn't feel good and that she went home. Oh. And, of course, my gut reaction was, okay, I understand, but now I have no ride home.
Yeah, I was going to say, how did you get home from the concert?
My bike is at her house.
Yeah. So how'd you get home?
I took the bus. I had to take the bus.
What did you say to her? What did you text back?
Well, at this point, I'm still assuming she's fallen sick. I don't want to offend her. I mean, I'm kind of offended myself that she didn't offer to at least ride me home. So I didn't say much. I didn't want to. I still thought I had a chance. Maybe she just felt sick. So anyway, I took a bus, got my bike, and I let her be.
Oh, you didn't knock on the door or anything when you got...
No. I let her be. I didn't know. I didn't know how sick she was.
Okay.
Have you let her be since the date, or have you tried to call her a few times?
No. I made some text message advances, if you will. I made some more car humor that seemed to work the first time. I figured it would work again.
God, you have a big library of car jokes at your disposal.
I do. I pride myself on that, yeah.
So, have you heard anything from her at all?
Nothing. Not a zilch.
Okay, so she basically ditched you in the middle of your date at the concert and has not talked to you since.
And there was no signs that she was having a bad time with you or that she was trying to escape for some reason?
Not at all. No, not at all.
Are you mad at all?
I'm not mad. I think I would just, I'm an adult. She's an adult. I thought we kind of hit it off. I know that we didn't meet under traditional circumstances, but maybe she could be an adult and say, hey, this is what I don't like about you, or this is why I won't return your calls, instead of being a 4-year-old about it.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, and find out if she can be an adult and tell us what happened on your date, okay?
All right.
All right, we'll get your second date update right after this.
Thank you.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hey, Roger.
Hey.
Hey, before we make the phone call for your second date update, I wanted to first congratulate you on being the first person to do a second date update that has ever showed up for their first date on a bike. I was just thinking about it. We've had people show up on motorcycles before, but nobody actually show up on like a 10-speed bike and then make their date drive them somewhere.
Well, thanks very much. It's an honor to be the first.
It's an honor to have you on the show. If you're just tuning in, Roger went on a date with a girl named Marissa. They went to a concert. He showed up to her house on a bike because he doesn't have his license, so he made her drive to the concert. But in exchange, he paid for parking, drinks, everything else. He paid for it all, but he got ditched in the middle of the concert. She left and said that she felt sick, and he hasn't talked to her since. We're about to call her and find out if something went wrong on that first date.
And am I clear? No one in this room believes that she was actually sick? Like everybody thinks it was an excuse?
Yeah, it has to be.
When was this date, by the way? How long ago?
This was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks. Okay, so maybe she got that weird 2-week flu that's going on, and she hasn't been able to call you.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, I'm going to dial her phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Marissa?
Yeah, speaking.
Hi, Marissa. My name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Seriously?
Yes. How are you?
Yeah, I know you guys.
You do? Oh, awesome. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Nice.
How about you?
Good. Nice to meet you.
You as well.
Have any idea why I might be calling you today?
Well, I guess there's probably a lot of reasons you could be calling.
Well, I'm calling you today because somebody emailed us for a second date update.
Oh, my God.
Have you heard second date updates before?
Oh, yeah, totally. I listen to them all the time. Never thought that I would be on it, though.
Congratulations.
How many dates have you been on in the last 2 weeks?
2.
2, okay. And of those 2, was one of them named Roger?
Yes.
All right. Well, Roger would be the one that emailed us for a second date update.
Yep, I bet he did.
Oh, really?
He told us that you ditched him, and then, he said that you said you got sick, but we're all assuming that you ditched him in the middle of a concert.
Yeah, was it that subtle?
Dude, that's not cool. You were his ride, man. You can't just leave somebody stranded.
Yeah.
I know, I'm usually a good person, but, this was bad, you guys. I don't know what he told you, but I would love to tell you the true story.
Okay, so tell us what happened.
So, I don't know if he told you this, but we met at a car show. So, I'm pretty surprised when he shows up to my door on a bicycle.
He actually told us that. He said that he showed up on a bike and asked you to drive to the concert.
Oh, okay, he told you that. What else did he tell you?
He told us that, and he told us that you guys went to a concert, and then that you ditched him, pretty soon after you got there.
So he didn't tell you anything about the car ride to the concert?
No, nothing.
Are you serious? He didn't say anything about the car ride and what he told me?
No, he didn't. He actually said that you guys had a nice conversation on the way there.
Well, we have very different definitions of a nice conversation.
So what happened in the car then?
So we're in the car and we're driving, and he was talking about how expensive drinks at the concert were. So he wanted to stop at a liquor store on the way and pick up a 6-pack and have me smuggle it in my purse into the concert.
And you weren't down with that?
No, I said no. I didn't want to get caught and kicked out of the concert. Yeah. And beyond that, when I told him no, he called me a wet blanket.
You do sound a little straight-laced when you're so adamant against smuggling beer in.
Well, you just meet someone, and let's be honest, it was not a small venue. I've been there before. They check purses. I knew it wasn't going to work. What's the point?
So he insulted you after geez, just trying to save some money on beer, you wet blanket.
Yeah, totally. But it's almost I'm driving. I'm trying to go with the flow of the night. We're going to go to a concert, and it's cool. So I'm trying to, be open and brush it off a little bit. Yeah. But then we get into the concert, and, it's about 15 minutes into the show. Things haven't really built up yet. And he tries to pick me up and crowd surf me, hand me off to another person.
What?
Yeah. No one else is doing this yet. I just met this guy. He doesn't know me. It's not like I was do it,
Help me. I'm trying to picture this. So he just got behind you and tried to lift you up?
And then hand you off?
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing? I freaked out.
Who crowd surfs anymore anyway?
I don't know.
Is crowd surfing still a thing?
I think so.
So at that point, I was a little annoyed, but I was, trying to let it go. And then the final straw comes, right? Uh-oh. So he tries to get me to flash the band.
No!
What? Yeah.
No way!
Did you say to flash them?
Yeah.
What did he say to you?
He was like, hey, show the band your
Are you serious?
Why?
He kept telling me it would be hilarious if I showed the band my boobs. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna fall for that one. Thanks, buddy.
Is that when you left?
Yes. I said I had to go to the bathroom, and I just went straight for the exit. I thought about, calling a friend, getting a second opinion, but no, I was just out of there.
Oh, my gosh. He sounded so charming and lovable when we talked to him. Yeah. I'm, shocked by this information.
Yeah, he sounded that way at the car show to me, too, but, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, man.
Show me your boobs! You know that he's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Okay, you do know the second date updates. Roger?
Yeah, hey.
Hey, man.
Marissa, really? Did it take this to discuss it with you? Let's go over this. So what was the first turn-off for you?
Bicycle and me driving.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, all right. So I have a troubled past. I feel like you were a grown-up. You were adult. Maybe you understand. Hey, I'm moving on.
Oh.
Wait,
I don't want to talk about it.
You're talking about adulthood when you're the one that's telling her to show the band her boobs?
Okay,
Good
well,
point.
on that particular note, I thought it would be cool that if she showed the band her boobs, then we could maybe get a backstage pass. I would really impress Marissa. It would bring us
okay, but that's not impressing me if I'm the one doing the work. It's the same thing as smuggling the
It's
six
a collective.
pack in. Okay,
It's a
you
date,
paid
Marissa. It's a
$8
collective
for
effort.
beer, but I have to put my life on the line for going into the show or not.
It's not putting your life on the line. It's having a little fun, Marissa. You need to lighten up a little bit, live a little bit. You smuggling beer. Everybody smuggles beer. Put it in your purse, your socks. I don't care. Your hoodie.
Okay, maybe that was an overstatement, but come on, man. You've never been to that venue before? They were checking everything. It was just a stupid idea.
Marissa, do you even hear what you're saying? You're talking like somebody who doesn't know how to experience life to the fullest. I mean, you're going to stay there
Okay,
if you don't lighten up.
Maybe your definition of living life to the fullest and mine are a little bit different.
And why wouldn't you be? You have socks. You could smuggle beer yourself. Why does she have to do it?
She's a gorgeous female. She can get away with a lot more than I can.
Oh, my God. Okay, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. But, like, beer aside, there were so many other things wrong with the date.
Marissa, I just feel like if you loosen up, live a little bit, have a little fun, we could have another date and we could have a good time. I just feel like you were too tight-laced.
It's her fault.
No, it's her fault, yeah.
It's her fault.
She was
God,
slipping away.
show him some nipple, Marissa. What's your problem? Objectify
Exactly.
yourself a little
Thank
bit for some backstage passes.
Amen.
I was being sarcastic.
Listen, if I'm really that boring, why do you want to go out on a date with me again?
Because you're at a car show. Most girls don't go to car shows. So, boom, right there, you're my material.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and I thought you were my material, too, but you don't even own a car.
But he's got car
ouch.
jokes for days.
I have a car, Marissa. It's a nice car. I just can't drive it, okay?
Well, Marissa, would you like to go out with Roger again? We will pay for a second date.
Pay for the Uber.
No, I'm not up to being told how boring I am for another date.
It's probably a good call.
Marissa, if you had done the things I told you to, you would have had the time of your life. It wouldn't have been boring at all.
Sorry, my definition of fun just isn't crowd surfing and showing my boobs to strangers.
Yeah, you know what?
So
you do sound a
weird.
little boring, Marissa, I gotta say.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, Roger. No second date, man.
Come on.
Marissa, thank you for listening and thank you for telling us what happened on your date. I appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure.
Sounds like it.
Roger, good luck in the future. I'm sure you'll be able to find a nice lady who will let you show her boobs to strangers.
Exactly. That's what we need more of in this country.
Oh, my God. Yeah, what else is
Support
boobs
you
good
100%.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 that says, if Roger's looking for a girl who's willing to flash her goods, I'll go out with him. I've shown my girls to 9 different bands so far, going on double digits. Sounds like she's a lot of fun.
I feel like she was flashing us when she texted that in.
Yeah, talking about today's second date update. This dude named Roger wanted to call Marissa and find out why she wasn't getting back to him after their date. Turns out he picked her up on a bike. Well, he drove to her house on a bike and then said, hey, by the way, can you drive us to a concert? He tried to get her to smuggle beer into the concert. She didn't want to. He tried to pick her up and throw her into the crowd so she could crowd surf. She didn't want to do that. And he even tried to convince her to flash the band. Basically, he was just a maniac at this concert.
Yeah, dude,
And she told him that she had to use the restroom and ditched him and never called him again and does not want to ever see him again.
Which no one can
man.
blame her because it's not like he was doing any of these things. He was like trying to force her to crowd surf. Like, go do it yourself if you really want to, buddy. But like, stop with the peer pressure, man.
I love the excuse, like, well, maybe we could have gotten backstage passes. It's like, that's not the reason you wanted
No,
to
yeah,
flash.
he
And
wanted to
it
see
does-
it for himself.
And if
Text
she-
in at 78592 says, I think Marissa needs to lighten up a little. She sounds like an 80-year-old crotchety bag. Have some fun while you're young. I like how this guy was an a-hole the whole concert, and everybody's ripping on her for not flashing the band.
My gosh. And as if, even if she got backstage passes, like he would have been invited.
Yeah, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
the reason a band would invite you back isn't the reason why they're going to have a dude come along,
Good
too.
point, Brooke.
So they agreed to not go out again.
Oh, man.
Poor Roger. But hopefully he'll find somebody who's a little more his speed and not so boring.
Oh, God. Stick in the mud.
Yep. And remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
If there's 2 things women love, it's fast cars and loose men.
Oh, I'm
Or is it?
going with
Or
yes.
is it loose cars and fast men?
That's it.
I'm not sure which one it is, but I do know that women love men and cars. And so does Cliff, who's on the phone right now, because Cliff took the girl that he wants us to call today in a second date update out on a very interesting date. He called it a car hopping date.
What?
What is that?
Cliff, how are you?
Hey guys, how are you?
Good. Now, which one are you? Are you a loose car or a fast man?
I'm a fast car loose man.
Oh, okay. So your email explained the date that you took this girl on. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I wanted to do something, sort of unique.
And I said, well, why not go car hopping?
Do you mean like you go to dealers and you just test drive cars, or you're like...
Yeah. I
Oh.
mean, pretty much we go to like a dealership and, like Mercedes and Lexus, really nice cars. I'm like, hey, we're looking at buying a car and we want to test drive it. And it was a fun way to get to know each other, test driving cars that you normally wouldn't drive.
Yeah. It sounds like a cool date. Is this something you've done before?
No, it's something that I kind of came up with.
All right, let me ask Brooke, because like from a dude's perspective, it'd be awesome to just drive a bunch of cars that I never got to see the inside of. As a woman, would you be interested in this date?
No.
No, okay,
No,
so it sounds
not
terrible
at
to her.
all. Like,
I thought girls like cars.
one, going to dealerships is like, ugh.
Yeah.
Who wants to do that? And two, then having some dude go on some weird power trip thing when you like to drive fast cars. Like, the whole thing is too much testosterone for my taste.
No, it's not like that at all. I mean, it's not like we're going out to test drive a Honda Civic or some car and then talk about the safety features, or a minivan. Like, hey, can this fit 7 people? We're like, we're test driving very nice cars, convertibles.
Yeah, but how much conversation and sexy can you have with a car salesman in the car with you?
Well, they don't always go with you. Some of the nicer car dealerships let you go on your own.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have the third wheel. They're sitting, the guy's trying to listen to your game. What's going on?
Yeah, that's true. Anytime I've gone to look at a car with somebody else, though, you're like, you two can go ahead and take it, and I'll just be here when you get back.
That's good.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, and I understand if you go into a dealership and you're sitting there crunching numbers and so on. We were just test driving the car, and we'd like, all right, well, thank you. Didn't really like the car, and go to the next dealership.
You're just wasting the salesman's time instead.
Yeah, which is fine to do because they waste a lot of people's time. So wasting a car salesman time, I'm all for it. Before we get into more about your car hopping date, where did you meet this girl?
I met Heather actually at a singles mixer, speed dating sort of thing.
Speed dating?
And, she wrote my number down. I wrote her number down, and, we had a connection.
Okay. And while you guys were out test driving a bunch of cars, how did everything seem to go? Did she seem to really have a good time?
Yeah, absolutely. At one point, we drove for like an hour, I think, and, we really hit it off. And
You test drove a car for an hour? Did they think you stole it?
It's like a road trip.
No. I think the guy actually thought I really wanted to buy it. So, it's like, hey, you can test drive the car all day if you want.
So you took his word for it. You're like, sure, all right. Why not?
Exactly. And then I asked her, if she wanted to get some lunch, and then
Take
she
her
did.
to lunch in the car that you were test driving? That's what you should have done.
Drive-through.
She said she already had plans with her friends, and it was maybe a little awkward. I didn't want to go in for a kiss, but I, kind of gave her a hug, and I said, I really had a good time, and would love to see you again. She said, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Do you think that she's making that up? The only reason I bring up is we've done a lot of second date updates where people make up. Like, oh, I had plans earlier.
Yeah.
No, I didn't get that.
And even if she was telling the truth, the thing is if she was really, truly interested in you and you guys were doing an early date like that, she'd bail on her friends to hang out with. I mean, like, her friends would understand if she was on a date and it went long.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she had a baby shower or something. I mean, who knows?
It's always, look, dude, hey.
You can't miss a baby shower.
Yeah, I know. I know a lot of women, Cliff, and it's always a baby shower. Every time. So have you heard anything from her since she left your date to go to this damn baby shower?
Yeah, no, I called her actually, and it's been about a week and she hasn't called me back yet. So I'm just, trying to figure out. That's why I called you guys.
Okay.
And you can't think of anything weird that happened in the cars. She was perfectly happy.
Maybe the problem was that you didn't buy a car. And you should have gone back to the dealer and said, hey, I'm going to let the missus wait in the waiting room while men go crunch some numbers. You hang out there and maybe we'll get some dinner in my new sedan later.
That could have been it.
Could have been. Oh, that sounds awful.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Got it. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
We're in the middle of a second date update, and if you're just joining us, Cliff is on the phone, and today he wants to call a girl named Heather to find out why she's not calling him back. Cliff took her on a very interesting and creative date that we haven't heard of before. He took her out to test drive cars. It sounds a lot more boring than it is, I think. The whole idea was you get to test drive a bunch of cars that you normally wouldn't drive. You have some fun conversation and everything else. But here's where I think you messed up, Cliff.
Okay.
Okay, it sounds fun, but I don't think you made it fun enough. You needed to make it a little more exciting. You get in the car to test drive it, and then you take the car off a jump. You know what I mean? Find a jump somewhere and jump that car. Or hey, there's train tracks everywhere. Race a train. Drive that car up to the top of a mountain, then drive it down to show her what it can really do. Live on the edge. Show her just how precious life is.
Yeah.
You know? And then there's a chance that she'll realize she's not going to be on this earth for a long time, and she might spend the night with you. That's what you should have done.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That was the plan.
Yeah. Hey, since she's not calling you back, are you kind of rethinking that whole car idea? Maybe you should have stuck to something more traditional, like, I don't know, say cocktails.
Maybe a nice lunch, a brunch or something. Yeah, it would have been better, I think.
Could have combined them both, cocktails and test drives.
No, that's
Hop in the car with a margarita.
Yeah, very illegal.
All right. I'm going to dial her phone number right now and find out the reason she's not calling you back. You ready to go?
Okay, yes, absolutely.
All right, here we go. I'm going to dial her phone number right now. So we're going to do it intense.
Do not play this.
Yeah. This is an intense second date update. All right.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Heather?
this is she.
Hey, Heather, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay.
I'm calling you because we recently got an email about you from a dude that you went on a date with, and for some reason you're not calling him back, and he asked if we could get you on the phone and find out why.
Who are we talking about?
His name is Cliff.
Oh, hell.
Wow. You remember Cliff?
That bad, huh?
I never want to talk to that guy again.
Why?
Because he is the sketchiest, creepiest. I can't even.
Was it just the weirdness of the date or the weirdness of the person you were on the date with?
You know those kind of people that get the emails that say, a distant relative of yours just died in England and you will get $1 million if you just provide us this information for the disbursement of the funds. And they actually answer those emails.
That's how I've made my millions.
I basically became that kind of person.
You became that? What do you mean by you're that kind of person? I don't understand.
I mean, I'm an idiot for going on a date with him.
Oh, okay.
Like he suckered you into it.
Yeah.
And you knew from the beginning you should have said no.
I mean, from the beginning, I didn't know it, but about 15 minutes into the date, I definitely knew, and I should have just walked away then.
I talked to Cliff. He doesn't sound like a weird guy.
Can I tell you my side of the story?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, first of all, we'll put aside the weirdness of our date is going to be test driving cars. Okay, sure. And then we're driving this car for a long time, and he goes, do you think I look sexy in this car?
Did he say it just like that, too?
Yeah, and like really seriously and creepy. He's like, do you like this car?
Oh, my God. How did you respond to that?
And I'm like, I guess, yeah. And so then he goes, do you think I should buy it?
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, I mean, if you want it, do you need a car? Sure. You know, I don't know what to, it's just so creepy.
Yeah, that was my fear when we first talked to him about the date, was that he was going to do something like that to try to impress you.
No, it gets better.
Oh, it gets better.
What happened?
So then he pulls over. And he, like, very seriously to me says, you know, I really love this car. I love myself in it. I love you next to me in it.
What?
Would you be willing to co-sign?
No, he did not. Stop it.
Swear to God.
He asked you to co-sign on a loan for a car with him.
Yes, and I said, we just met. And so then he goes on to say, you know, I got in some financial trouble a few years back, and my credit is shot. And I can't buy a car while I have the, you know, the money to make the payments and everything. They're not going to give me a loan, and I need a co-signer. And I just think you and I have great chemistry. And I'm like, what is even happening? It's like
I don't see the problem with that. I mean, I don't understand why it's such a big deal.
What was that?
That was Cliff. Cliff, you're supposed to wait for me to tell her
my
that you're on the
gosh.
phone. Cliff is actually on the phone listening.
Oh, you ass.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much I can take of her, making it sound like I'm some creep or weird or, blah, blah, blah.
How do you think that was acceptable first date behavior?
Maybe I was wrong. When I met you, I saw a lot of compassion. And if you had compassion, then you would know that it's not such a bad thing to co-sign with me. I mean, I don't see what the problem.
So, Cliff, you weren't joking when you were asking her to co-sign a loan.
No, I had listen, about 3 years ago, I had some problems with my credit, and I'm working on it. And I think me driving a better car would definitely give me a better look.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Buy a $100,000 car. That'll, really secure your finance. That's really building financial stability.
So you're saying, Heather, that you never had a rough time in your life, and now you're putting me down. You're kicking a man ways down. Is that what you're saying?
I have had rough times in the past, I guess, but I've never asked a complete stranger to co-sign on a loan for me.
A complete stranger. The second time I saw you, we met one time, and this is the second time.
That's true.
So I'm not a complete stranger. First of all, second of all, when I looked at you, when I pulled over and I looked at you, and I really made a deep connection with you, and I looked at you and I said, you know what? I can really see myself driving this car with you in it. I meant that.
I meant that. And you could be in it because you could basically own part of this car if you wanted to.
Cliff, I'm totally baffled by this. Do you truly not understand how bad it is what you did?
I mean, maybe I trust people too much.
Cliff, is there anybody else closer to you that you could have co-sign a loan rather than somebody that you're on a first date with?
Well, my family, I don't really talk to them, but that's a whole nother story.
Because you owe them money, probably.
Yeah.
You know what, Heather? I hope one day that you don't hit a rough time like I did. And, maybe someday you need somebody to co-sign with you, and then you'll remember this time. You'll remember the car hopping. You'll remember me, and you go, you know what? Karma's a bitch.
All right. Well, at this point, I would love to ask if you guys would go on a second date. Heather, will you go out on a second date with Cliff? We will pay for it, and I'll have somebody co-sign that loan.
No.
Yeah, that's
right.
pretty clear.
Cliff, I'm sorry. No second date, man.
That's fine. It is what it is. But, hey, Jubal, if you want to co-sign with me, I'm up for it, man.
You're asking me to co-sign a loan with you?
I mean, you were offering,
I didn't offer. I said, I've had to have people do that. And trust me,
No, but you said if she went out with me again, you find somebody co-sign.
Yeah, I did. Look, me co-signing a loan with you would only make your chances worse of getting a loan.
I don't know. We could always give them free advertising on your radio show.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
I'll do that. I'll risk my job and give them free advertising for plugs on the radio, and I'll co-sign a loan with you even though I don't know you. I'll totally do that for you.
Really?
No, Cliff. I will not do that.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
In today's second date update, we'll try to answer the age-old question: is it possible to find love at a used car lot? I know for me, I haven't found love, but I have found that if you're willing to put in the effort and add a little elbow grease to the situation, you can get that deal down by at least $100.
No wonder you love buying new cars all the time.
Got to be willing to do the work, though.
Yeah.
Sort of like Alice, who's on the phone to do a second date update right now. She thinks she might have found love at a used car lot.
For real?
Yep. What's up, Alice? How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. So your email said that you met the dude you want to call today while buying a used car.
That is true.
And all I can see in my head is a really bad suit and really greasy hair.
No, he was a good-looking guy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And what?
I still don't believe you, but okay, continue.
What's his name?
Dent.
Dents? Like you're dense in the head?
No, Dent. D-E-N-T.
Dent. His name is Dent, and he works at a car lot.
Shut
I
up.
know. No way. It's funny, I think.
I guess he was born for the job. All right, so tell us a little bit about Dent.
So I was shopping for a new car, just looking for something a little bit bigger, and we kind of just hit it off. And he asked me out for coffee, and we went out, and I have 2 kids, which can sometimes be an issue.
Did you bring them along for coffee?
No.
Oh.
They weren't with me at the time. But I didn't know how to bring it up because we just met. I didn't know if dating someone with 2 kids was going to be his thing, so...
I feel like he's a guy named Dent from a used car lot. He should just be lucky he's on a date.
No, he was really cute. He was really funny.
Okay, so Dent has a lot to offer. Okay. What did you like about Dent so much?
I just liked talking to him about random things.
Okay, what'd you guys talk about while you were having coffee? What's a highlight from your coffee date?
We both really like long distance running.
Okay.
Really? Wow.
So you're
Yeah.
both big runners. That's something that you probably didn't realize you would have in common with someone like him.
Right, exactly. And the conversation just went smooth. He even complimented me.
What did he
What
say?
did he compliment you on? Like, you have great taste in automobiles, let me tell you.
No. When I finally told him that I had kids, he told me that I didn't look like a mom.
That's not
Okay.
a compliment. Hey, that's an insult to moms everywhere, Dent.
It's like a backhanded compliment.
I don't know. It's saying you haven't let yourself go like most moms is what it's saying.
No, I think he was trying to be complimentary. I didn't say it in the right way.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So, did you go to coffee right after you were looking at the car?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And so, did you go back to the lot after?
No, I told him after coffee that I would need to take some time to think about the car.
Dude, he couldn't even close the car deal on a coffee date.
No, I don't know. I just wasn't sure at that time.
Okay. Have you made a decision on the car? Did you ever figure that out with him?
Yeah, I ended up going back and getting the car, but he wasn't there at the time, so I just bought it from one of his other coworkers and left him a note saying to give me a call.
Okay, well, that's probably why he's not calling you back.
Because I didn't buy the car from him?
Yeah, of course. He gets commission off that.
Yeah, but I think he asked me out for coffee because he likes me, not because he's trying to sell me a car.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, even if he did like you, the fact that you wouldn't go through him and he loses his commission, I would never call you again.
Whoa!
I couldn't do it.
I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it like that. I don't know. When you have two kids, you kind of, your brain gets foggy, and I needed a car.
Yeah, I don't know. Alice, it sounds like you're a sweet mom of two that is good looking and you just got scammed, is what it sounds like to me.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, maybe, yes. Maybe he's not calling me back because I didn't buy a car from him, or maybe he's not calling me back because I have two kids.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I just think that I wish he said something.
Either reason is really crappy. Right? I just want to let you know.
So has he gotten back to you at all?
No.
You haven't heard anything from him. And how long has it been?
5 days.
5 days with no call from Dent. I'm sorry about that. All right. Well, play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I just have one question for the woman who's on the phone for a second date update today. Alice?
Yes.
What is it going to take for me to get you into a date? What's it going to take?
What do you mean?
What do I got to do? What do I got to do to get you into this second date update? If you're wondering why I'm asking Alice that, that's because she met the guy that she wants to call today at a used car lot. He was actually the guy trying to sell her a car. His name is Dent. And she went there looking for a car. They bonded a little bit, then went for coffee. And she didn't buy a car from him that day. But she did go back to the dealership the next day and buy from another salesman. And now Dent isn't calling her back. So she fears that maybe the reason he's not calling is because she bought a car from a different dude.
I'm still not sure that he thought that your guys' coffee date was actually a date. I never heard. How did you guys end stuff?
We just kind of said, like, we'll be in touch with each other.
Over the car or over another date?
I guess it was unclear.
Okay.
That sounds like a really romantic ending to the
it
whole
does.
thing. All right, well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now, see if we can get Dent on the phone and make a deal. You ready?
Okay. Yes.
Make a
Okay.
deal.
Hello?
Hey, may I speak to Dent, please?
This is Dent.
Hey, Dent, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Okay. How'd you guys get my number? What's going on?
Well, I got your number because I'm in the market for a Toyota Tercel.
Oh, stop it.
1985, if you got it.
Okay. Unfortunately, we don't have anything like that specifically on lot right now, but
Dent.
Dent, I'm not calling about a Toyota Tercel.
No one is ever calling about a Toyota Tercel. Let's just say that right now.
Okay, then what are you calling me about?
Well, I'm calling because you recently went on a date with somebody, and they emailed us to get a hold of you.
Okay. Went on a date?
Yeah. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. So you went out with a girl named Alice for coffee a little while ago.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think I know what you guys are talking about. Okay.
Okay, good. So you know Alice and you remember Alice.
Yeah, I think so. If I'm thinking of the right person, yeah, I remember her.
She's the one that wanted to buy a car from you, but then didn't buy a car from you.
Yeah, how could I forget that?
It sounds like you're not happy about that.
Well, I am a car salesman, and we talked about buying a car, and then she didn't buy a car. So, yeah.
Is that the reason that you're not calling her back, because she didn't buy a car from you?
Okay, so let me just backtrack and explain what's going on here. So, yeah, I'm a car salesman, and yes, we talked about buying a car and went out to coffee, but here's the thing. I'm one of the best car salesmen on the lot, and then there's also, like, I'll call him my rival, but actually he's not really like my arch rival anything. He's like one of my best friends. We're like total bros. And kid you not, we seriously go 1-2 every month back and forth with deals and commissions and sales, yada, 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 yada.
It sounds like an exciting relationship you guys have.
He's like, yeah, he's my best friend. It's always fun to like bounce back and forth and be like, ha, beat ya.
Okay.
And what does he have to do with any of this?
So the guy she went and got the car from, after I set everything up, and was like, yes, going to get this sale in, she bought it from him.
Oh, so you're pissed because she gave that dude a sale over you.
I mean, it wasn't even that. That car sale is what put him over the month, and then so I ended up losing the month to him.
Oh, that sucks.
And on top of everything, he gets this big bonus that I've been so close to getting every month. So yeah, he walks away with my bonus, gets the deal, and he's constantly rubbing this in my face and won't let it go.
Wait, no. Can we all pause for a second? I mean, yeah, that sucks for work, but romantically, you didn't like the girl? Like, I don't get why that has anything to do with her. She didn't know any of that.
I never said I liked her romantically, though.
Oh. Well, she feels different. She thought that you were into her.
Look, I wasn't romantically interested. I'm gay.
What?
Oh.
Whoa.
Well, doesn't that change everything?
That came out of nowhere.
Why didn't we just
Apparently,
start there?
Nobody picked up on that, and she obviously didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, so like, sorry if that like didn't get communicated, but yeah, it was like no intention to her. Really nice girl and everything, but yeah, there's no way that's gonna work out.
Hey, you know who'd be really surprised to hear that? It's Alice, and she's actually on the other line listening right now and wants to talk to you.
What are you talking about? She's on the phone?
Yes, she is. Alice, you there?
Hi.
Hey, Dent is gay, if you didn't hear that.
Yeah. Didn't really get that vibe from you when you asked me out for coffee and were flirting with me, but I guess that makes me feel better. I don't know.
Yeah, sorry about that. I mean, like, no offense to you, it's just, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't. Maybe there were signs and I didn't pick up on them, but
I mean, I would hope so. It was like I talked about my partner half the time.
I thought you were talking about your business partner.
No, talking about my husband.
Oh my God, dude, you really weren't trying to pick up on her, Dent.
No.
I still thought like maybe you were like, well, still leading her on just for the sale. But if you're talking about your partner half the time,
well, then I don't understand why you said you thought I was attractive.
I mean, like, you are. You're a pretty woman, but yeah, it's just, I can look at someone and say they're pretty, can't I?
I don't know. Does your partner approve of that, Dent?
I mean, heck, we go out on coffee ourselves and we look at people and say who's hot and who's not and who's pretty. So why couldn't I?
Okay.
Right?
I guess I was just confused. I thought you liked me more than that.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. But you know who might actually be interested, might be able to help you out there? The guy you bought the car from?
Yeah.
I can guarantee you he's single and he would be interested. Ever since you bought the car, he hasn't shut up about it, or you.
Oh, wow.
Really?
whoa, you are quite the salesman, Dent.
See, thank you.
Yeah, he's getting
Can I have
used.
my bonus for it?
Yeah, sorry, you still lose out on the bonus.
Oh, no.
But Alice, would you like to go on a second date with Dent to the car lot to meet that other dude that sold you the car so you could go out with him maybe?
Ooh.
You know what? Why not?
Yay.
Awesome! I love playing matchmaker. I can promise you I will get you guys in contact within like the next hour.
Oh, wow, okay. You do work quick, Dent.
That's my specialty.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Alice, congratulations. I think you got a second date out of the second date update.
Guess I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not what I was expecting, but
it turned out wonderful.
I hope so.
And Dent, next time I buy a car, I'm buying it from you. For sure.
Oh, well, if you're talking about that Tercel we talked about a little bit ago, I don't have that in stock, but I can set it up, I guarantee, in the next few days.
Wonderful. Let's do it, Dent. Get Alice a date, get me a Tercel. This is a great second date update.
Yeah!
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Everybody is texting in at 78592 saying Alice, the girl from today's second date update, has horrible gaydar.
Some people just don't have it.
Yeah, some people just can't tell. If you missed today's second date update, this girl named Alice wanted to call a dude named Dent. He works actually at a car dealership, and she went there to look at a car, and then they ended up having coffee, and she thought that he was really into her.
Yeah.
And then he stopped calling her back. Well, we found out that one reason that he was kind of upset was because she didn't buy the car from him that day. She came back and bought it like the day after from his rival.
Which is like not even rival or not. That's a slap in the face for anybody making commission.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. I did all the work and you give it to him, right?
So she bought it from somebody else, and that's like his friend, but they always go back and forth like, I got the bonus this month and you didn't.
Yeah.
So he ended up getting his bonus and Dent didn't get his. But also, Dent's gay. And
yeah, that's kind of a deal breaker.
Yeah.
You know?
And even the whole time, I guess, while they were having coffee, he was talking about his partner, and she just thought he was talking about a business partner. Didn't pick up on the fact that Dent isn't into her or any woman,
See,
really.
nowadays, I actually, if I hear partner, I never assume I always assume it's a partner.
Yeah.
And then they could be talking about a work partner.
Sure.
I don't know.
And they're like, that's so good that you're open about it. And you're like,
Yeah.
he's like, no, that's my business partner.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Dent was gay and not interested. But we did find out that the dude that she did buy a car from is actually interested in her because Dent was like, he won't shut up about you. So he wants to play matchmaker and set them up on a date.
That's cute.
So
I
his
like
friend's
it.
gonna win twice.
Yeah.
He's got the money and the girl.
And the girl. But Dent doesn't care about the girl. He just would rather have the money.
Yeah, he works on commission. He's like, hello.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Today's second date update is just another case of the old hit it and quit it.
Uh-oh.
Quite literally, because Cassie, who was on the phone to do a second date update today, says she met the guy that she went out on a date with because they got in a car accident.
Oh.
And now he's not
Okay.
calling her back. So maybe not the hit it and quit it that you were thinking about. What's up, Cassie?
Hi.
How's it going?
I'm okay. I'm a little worried, I guess I could say.
You're worried? That seems kind of intense for just a first date.
I'm just concerned if I did something wrong or if this whole situation is different than I perceived it. I mean, you know how dates can be. You could think things are going well and they're probably not.
Yeah, most of the time they're not.
Yeah.
98% of the time they're not. So
right.
Your email said that you met him because you were in a car accident? Were you in the same car together or?
No. This is kind of stupid on my part, but I was driving and there was a lot of traffic and this song played on the radio that I really love and I just started jamming out and I was really happy and I wasn't paying attention and I rear-ended this guy.
Oh, man.
So how do you go from hitting this guy's car to going out on a date with him?
So he steps out of his car, he slams the door, turns around and he looks and he is just furious and he's clearly really upset, really angry, and he walks up to my door, and I get out, and he's like, what the hell are you thinking? Can you not see? Are you blind? Do you know how to drive? And at this point, he's so angry, and I felt so bad. I kind of started crying, and...
That could be a lot of emotions in that situation, you know, especially if someone's that angry.
Yeah, so I started crying, and he immediately eased up. He just stopped. And he was like, oh, my gosh, I'm sorry, you're really beautiful. And I was just kind of, yeah.
Why you cry?
So he's screaming at you about running into the back of his car and then just like a deer in headlights goes, whoa, sorry, you're hot.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the tears or what. Most people don't look pretty when they cry.
You are lucky. I get real snotty, puffy-eyed. I mean, it literally looks like someone had punched me in the face 4 times.
That's what I thought about myself too. But I guess I don't know. I guess there was something dreamy about it. But
Did he segue from you're beautiful into let's go out on a date, forget the insurance, and
basically, I was kind of joking. I was like, "Oh, are you doing this just to get my information? I was going to give you my information either way." And da 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 da. And he's like, "No, I'm really serious." He was really sincere, and so we get to talking, and we're like really clicking. And he asked me out on a date, and I was like, "Oh, you know what? What the heck? Why not?"
Okay, that's a cool way to meet somebody. At least you have a good story.
No kidding.
Right?
And how was the date?
The date was amazing. We took a walk around the city, and, we just talked about everything. I felt really comfortable and at ease with him. And
That's all you guys did was walk?
yeah, we walked around and we talked.
Weird.
It was pretty low key.
I don't know why that sounds like such a strange date to me, just walking around.
Straight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is-
like to walk in general. And then just going on a walk with somebody sounds
I love
torturous.
walking. It's so nice.
Okay.
Glad none of his anger issues popped up again for you.
Fortunately, none of them popped up. It was just all really sweet, really lovely. And, at one point we even kind of started to hold hands.
What?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, it was really cute. Time flew by. And then, I got to the point where I was like, well, maybe I'll invite him to my place for a drink or something. So I did. And he was like, well, I've got things to do and da-da-da. So we parted ways. He gave me a hug. It was nice, but I felt kind of strange. And then since that time, I don't know, I haven't heard anything from him. And so I thought maybe the whole date was different than I expected. Maybe he just wanted my information because of the wreck.
But why would he hold?
Yeah.
I mean, why would he have to go to hold your hand?
Or even meet up with you at all.
Totally.
Right. And I would think since it went so well and we spent a good deal of time together, I don't know. I thought there was the start of something maybe.
I will say it is kind of weird that he turned down your offer to go up to your place for a drink.
Yeah, maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I was just awkward or it was going well in my head and it actually wasn't.
Or maybe he was so into you that he scared himself.
Oh, gosh. I don't know.
That's a test.
Oh, gosh.
Is there anything that you can think of that might have gone wrong?
Maybe he thought I was pretty when I cried, and I wasn't so beautiful when I wasn't crying.
He's like, sorry.
I don't know.
I only date chicks that are in tears.
Yeah.
You're lame.
Maybe you should have yelled at me, and I would have cried a little bit.
Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Okie doke.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Coming this summer to a theater near you, it's the feel-good hit of the year. Julia Roberts as the toothy brunette who can't drive. Cassie from today's second date update, and Richard Gere as Ross, the angry man who got rear-ended. Star in this feel-good classic, Accidentally Yours.
Oh,
Coming
good title.
soon. Don't miss this hit. If you don't know why I did that, in today's second date update, Cassie is on the phone, and she wants to call a guy that she met after she rear-ended him in traffic. Basically, he just yelled at her for a minute, then she started to cry, and then he did like a double take and was like, whoa, you're beautiful, we should go out on a date. Sounds kind of like a bad romantic comedy, but that's how it worked out for her. And then they went out and walked around for a little while. That was the date.
Yeah.
They just walked around. She said they had a great time, and she can't understand why he's not calling her back. She even invited him up to her place for a drink, and he said no, and that's the last that she's heard from him.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel bad for you, Like, you had so many high hopes, it sounds like, for this one.
I did, mainly because I thought we got along really well.
And it kind of feels like fate the way you met,
Yeah.
Like you were meant to get in an accident that day so you could meet the love of your life.
Oh, gosh.
All right, well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if we can get him on the phone and figure out why he's not calling you back, okay?
All right.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Ross, please?
Yeah, this is Ross.
Hey, Ross. How are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show.
What radio? I'm not familiar.
It's a morning radio program where we talk in between like songs and stuff.
It's really on any
You
radio
ever-
that has a FM dial.
Yeah, you ever heard it?
That
was a stupid question because you obviously haven't heard it.
See how
Good point.
Okay. What do you want?
Well, I want to talk to you because one of our listeners emailed us about you.
I don't know what that means.
You went out on a date with a girl named Cassie recently.
Oh, God.
Okay.
That's a positive review already, Ross.
And Cassie emailed us because she said she really enjoyed going on a walk with you and thought that you enjoyed it too, but now you're not calling her back, so she's wondering why.
Why are you, I mean, you sound really not into Cassie at all.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Do you mind telling us why?
Well, we're kind of in like a legal dispute at the moment.
You talking about the car accident?
How do you know about that?
Well, she told us how you guys met, how she hit your car and then you got out and yelled at her and then stopped and told her she was beautiful and asked her out.
And why would there be a legal dispute? It sounds like she rear-ended you. It was her fault.
Yeah, I don't think I should really go into details or talk about it.
Okay.
Well, okay, so forget the legal thing, forget the car accident. Let's just focus on the date. Did you not enjoy spending time with her?
Not particularly, no.
Really? What? Didn't you guys, I mean, she told us that you held hands. Like, holding hands is pretty intimate.
Well, yeah, I mean, she asked me to hold her hand when we crossed the street. I don't know if that's romantic or not.
So it wasn't like you grabbed her hand and held on to it as a romantic gesture.
No, I didn't pull like a Cary Grant or something. She said, hey, can you hold my hand while I cross the street? And I was like, all right, whatever.
Why?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
It's kind of weird, though. Like, is she scared to cross the street?
I think she was trying to flirt.
How do you go from getting in a car accident and being so stunned by her beauty that now you sound like you can't stand her? How does that happen?
First of all, I'm not sure if I was stunned by her beauty. She was crying so much and freaking out that I was trying to do anything to get her to calm down. And I felt really bad because I just yelled at her like a crazy person. So I just said something.
So you just said you're beautiful because you thought that that's what every woman wants to hear and it'll calm her down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you didn't want to go out on a date with her? Why even go?
Well, I did want to go on a date.
Oh, you did?
After I calmed down, I thought, oh, this is actually pretty cute. But then I went out on the date and I thought, oh my God, this is a terrible idea.
What was so terrible about it? Because according to her, there was like nothing really interesting. You just walked around and, from her perspective, enjoyed each other's company.
Yeah, we walked around, but then she, I don't know, within 5-10 minutes of the date, she starts making jokes about how the wreck was partially my fault.
Okay, so she's joking.
Yeah, and I was like, ha, 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 funny. And then came up again, and it came up again, and she just kept joking about it as if she was trying to convince me that the wreck was my fault through these lame jokes. And I'm like, what is happening? And it got me really frustrated, and I really didn't like it. And I was getting really annoyed, and I was starting to get that feeling back when I was yelling at her when she was hitting my car, and I didn't want to do that.
So you didn't want to go off on her again during your little date.
Yeah, by the end of it, I was really, really trying to hold it together. And then she asked me up to her place, and I was like, absolutely not. So I said, no, thank you, and went home and just yelled into a pillow.
Wow. She can really get you fired up. I mean, there could be some passion there that you're missing out on.
No. And then, to make matters worse, when I get home, I see an email from her insurance company saying that they are disputing whose fault the accident was.
Oh.
So
but that might not be her. That may just be her insurance company.
Maybe, but she was joking about it, and then I found that out. Yeah. So I want nothing to do with her.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate because she is on the other line listening and wants to talk to you right now. So.
Hey, Ross.
Oh, my God.
I was just joking. I thought it was funny, you know?
Yeah, maybe one time would have been funny, but 6, 7, 8, however many times it kept coming up, it wasn't funny. It was annoying.
It was not that frequent, and you know that. It was not that frequent. I mean, maybe I just read that you thought it was funny. I just, come on, people get wrecks all the time, and it's kind of funny that it played out this way. I thought it would be funny to, say that's how we met, you know?
Yeah, it's how we met, but you're getting the facts wrong, okay? It wasn't my fault. You rear-ended me. It was clearly your fault.
I mean, it was kind of your fault.
Oh, wow.
Like,
No, it wasn't. There was no kinda. There was zero fault on you rear-ended me. That's how that works.
oh, come on. Don't be like that. Like, you were trying to hit me. I mean, a little part of you did want to hit me. Like, let's
Are you crazy?
I remember when you looked in the rearview mirror and there was a face, and then, like, I'm in the back of your car.
See, these are the kind of jokes that annoyed me on the dates, and that you're still doing them.
Ross, are you sure that you didn't see a cute girl in your rearview mirror and slam on your brakes, just hoping that her car would end up in the back of yours?
Right? I mean, I thought it was kind of charming.
I see what you're doing. You are trying to get me angry again, like you did before, and that's why I stopped the date.
I mean, you thought I was beautiful and I cried, right?
Yeah, you're a very pretty girl. That's correct. Good for you.
Yeah.
This is not a game, okay? This is a legal matter. There are repercussions coming. This is not funny, okay? Stop trying to play it off like we're teenagers.
Come on, Ross. I mean, we all have to admit, it's not all black and white. Sometimes there's a gray area, and sometimes, like, we all have to take a little bit of the blame, It's not that
No, that's not how life works. That's not how that works at all. We live in a society with laws. Certain people are at fault and at certain incidences, and you are not getting it.
Cassie's just messing. Cassie's trolling you now, Ross. You realize that, right?
Yeah, you're all trolling me. You're all this is crazy.
You're kind of funny when you're mad, though, Ross. I mean, I kind of get where it's a little fun.
Why is everyone laughing? I'm losing my mind over here, and you guys are having a great old time.
You're just getting so upset. I mean, she's just joking with you.
And that's the point. It is not a laughing matter. Okay? This is not funny.
No.
What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing because you're getting so mad and you don't have to.
I'm getting mad because you hit me and you're not admitting it. And now I'm having to fight about it with insurance companies.
Oh, Roz, just stop focusing on that stuff. The courts are going to handle it. Let's just focus on you and me and the good time we had.
There is no you and me. You and me aren't. That doesn't happen.
It can happen, Ross. If you'll go out with her again, will you go out with Cassie?
That is not going to happen.
Come on, one more time. Just go out with Cassie, and we'll pay for your second date.
Pay for a second date so you can make fun of me all over again on the radio? I don't think so.
Come on, Ross.
I will side with him a little bit where I'm sure you're having to spend a lot of time on the phone with insurance companies, and that can be a little upsetting.
You don't have to talk to them. You could talk to me.
I'm talking to you right now, and it's not going well for me.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Women like a man who's well-read.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody who's very knowledgeable about the classics, like the Green Lantern, X-Men, Superman, things like that.
Comic books.
Yeah, they love it. Jesse is on the phone with us right now, and he's having trouble getting a call back from a girl named Adrian. Apparently, he thinks that his love for comic books might have turned her off. We'll get into that in a second. Jesse, how are you?
I wish I was doing better.
I guess, otherwise you wouldn't be doing a second date update. So the girl who you want to call today, her name is Adrian?
Yeah.
Okay, tell us how you met her.
Well, we were both at a party like a month ago. She was gorgeous and seemed really cool. So we got to talking and we got to drinking. And before I left, I made sure I asked her out. And she said yes. And I asked her to come to my apartment because I wanted to cook her a meal.
Oh, wait, that was going to be your first date? Like, that's pretty intimate for a first date.
Well, I figured, we started talking about food and what she really liked. And then I mentioned that I like to cook, and it just kind of led from there.
That's awesome. So how did it go?
I thought it went pretty well. I make this really awesome chicken casserole. Like, it's my go-to dish.
Go-to dish?
A chicken casserole?
Are you a good cook?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard any complaints. I like to cook. My mom taught me to cook, and I made this chicken casserole for her. I made cocktails. We had candles. Like, I pulled out all the stops.
So you made it romantic. When she walked in, she knew, like, this guy is putting effort in.
About to get get it on.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but
Make it that obvious.
Did anything like that happen on your date?
No.
Oh.
No, I was kind of hoping, but I got a hug at the end of the night. I didn't even get a kiss.
Oh, you didn't? Oh. Did she linger for a long time after dinner, or was it like, all right, good chicken, I'm out?
Well, we talked after dinner, and that's kind of when the comic book thing comes up, because she kind of noticed a couple things around my apartment, and I also wear a Green Lantern ring, and so she kind of asked me like that. She was like, "Oh, that's really cool. What is that?" And so I explained it to her. And
You wear it, hang on one second, Jesse. You wear a Green Lantern ring all the time?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I like comic books, and I like... It's a long story, but, I mean, it has to do with Green Lantern and willpower, and, I mean, it's not the nerdiest thing in the world.
It's up there. It's close. It may not be quite the nerdiest, but it's definitely in top 5.
All right. Well, she didn't think it was the nerdiest thing in the world. I mean, she thought it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I started showing her around my apartment, and then we get to what I affectionately call the Fortress of Solitude, where I have all of my collectibles and my comic books.
So you showed her your Fortress of Solitude and your comic book collection and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I take good care of that stuff, and it's all nice and mounted on walls and framed and all that good stuff. And
So it's put together. It's not like you're walking into a college dorm room where there's a bunch of comic books thrown around, some empty pizza boxes everywhere.
No. Like, I mean, I have shelves on the wall and signed books and things like that and all
So-
that stuff, and everything's in cabinets. And
You're a legit enthusiast and a collector.
yeah, I mean, I've collected since I was a kid, so, I mean, it's definitely something I'm passionate about, so I figured she's going to find out sooner or later, and I'm not ashamed of it. So I show her the room, and she kind of got quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought maybe, she's in awe of my collection. But kind of nodded a lot and just didn't seem that thrilled by it.
Really?
And then conversation got a little bit more strained after that.
How so?
No.
Well, I mean, before, it was just, back and forth, oh, yeah, you like that? Oh, that's cool. And whereas then it just got kind of weird.
Yeah, sort of just putting the brakes on everything like Superman in a room full of kryptonite. Am I
Nice
right?
analogy, bro.
That's a good reference, yeah.
Why do you think that your comic book collection would have turned her off, though?
I mean, if I had just things strewn around or I was running around in, like, Superman underwear, yeah, I guess that could be a thing. But it's something I'm passionate about. I take care of it, and I have a nice place. So that's the only thing I can think of that may have weirded her out.
I mean, I think that women appreciate a guy who definitely has interests, but if you take it to like an OCD level, or maybe she thinks you're immature.
Well, I mean, it's not like I play with the toys that are in there. I mean, they're all on shelves.
You do wear a Green Lantern ring.
Yeah, but I mean, it's legit jewelry. It's not like I'm wearing a plastic thing I got.
Okay.
It's legit jewelry.
So that's the only thing you can think of from your date, though, is that she might have been turned off by your love for comics.
Yeah, I mean, everything else seemed to go well. She liked the food I made. She enjoyed the wine and all that good stuff. So
how many times since your date have you tried to get a hold of her?
I've sent her text messages. I mean, and she'll kind of respond back with, like, how are you doing? Oh, I'm just really busy. But then when I mention, hey, let's hang out or let's get together, I get the silence.
Nothing back. I think that means she doesn't want to go out again. But I'm not a genius. I can't pick up on that stuff very well. That's why we'll play a song, we'll come back and call her and get your second date update, okay?
Thanks. I really appreciate it.
Yep, just hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Look, in the oven. It's a cake. It's a pie.
What?
No, it's Captain Casserole. That's right. Able to chop faster than a magic bullet from QVC. More powerful than a ninja food processor. Able to peel a potato with a single slice. Captain Casserole. His food hits your plate and your pants hit the floor.
Get it, Captain
That's his
Casserole.
superpower.
Yeah.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Jesse is on the phone. Jesse is now better known as Captain Casserole. And why do I call him that? Because Jesse went out on a date with Adrian, and he made her his famous chicken casserole, he says. They ate it. They had a good time. But during that date, he showed her his comic book room. I guess he's a big collector of comic books, and he thinks that she might have been turned off by that because after he showed her that, the conversation seemed kind of forced, and then she left, and now she will only respond to him if he's like, hey, how are you? She'll respond to that, but every time he asks her out, she says she's busy. So we're about to get her on the phone and find out if it was the comic books that turned her off. You ready to go, Captain Casserole?
Yeah, I just want to know. I mean, that's all I can think of is that maybe it was my comic book.
Let's not forget you're also wearing a Green Lantern ring to top it all off.
I think it's cool. I don't think it's that big a deal.
Okay, cool. Well, we're going to get her on the phone and find out why she's not calling you back. You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, Captain Casserole. I'm going to be your sidekick. Kid Dyson. Captain Casserole and Kid Dyson.
Dyson, huh?
Yeah. That's a brand of kitchen stuff, isn't it?
No, it's a vacuum cleaner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shows how well I know cooking. All right. I'm going to dial the phone right now. Hey, either way, we can get all the household stuff done. I'll still be Kid Dyson.
Yeah, you can cook, you can clean.
All right, here we go. Kid Souffle may be better. Kid
Cuisinart.
Souffle.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, that's better.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Adrian, please?
Yes, this is she.
Adrian, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? Who is this?
Yeah, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show.
Oh, okay. What is this regarding?
This is regarding a date that you recently went on. We do I'll tell you what it is before you get too weirded out. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. You recently went out with a guy named Jesse, and he emailed us about you. So we're calling to find out why you're not calling Jesse back.
Well, this is really weird to be put on the spot like this.
I know, I understand. Do you not want to go out with him again?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Hey, I don't care. You're not saying no to me. You're saying no to him. Why don't you want to go out with him again, though?
So, I mean, I went over to his house for dinner, and he had talked himself up as this really great cook, like one of the best in his circle of friends or whatever. And
yeah, he told us the same thing. He said he was a pretty good cook, and he said that he made you his signature chicken casserole.
Yeah, first off, chicken casserole is not... That's not a food. That's something you take to a potluck. That's something, you know.
I was actually kind of thinking the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, it's a casserole. It's like a throw-to meal that you do when you're like a working mom.
See, I don't cook. I heard the word casserole, and I was like, wow.
Right?
That sounds hard.
But, you know, you got to give the guy a break. He's like a single dude, so.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
And, like, I'm a huge foodie. But, you know, if it's good... if it's delicious casserole, like, by all means, you know, change my mind, like, prove it to me, you know? Mm-hmm. But it was, I mean, it was the worst thing I've ever tasted.
Really? It was that bad?
Oh, no.
It was so bad, and he had talked it up so much.
He said that you ate it and seemed to like it.
Well, I was brought up in the Midwest. I have certain manners that I try to, you know.
AKA, you're being
So you were being polite.
Yeah.
Was it like can of mushroom soup bad type of casserole?
Oh, it had to have cream of something soup. Like,
Again, I'm not tracking with you guys because cream of anything soup sounds good to me.
No.
Sounds delicious.
No, that cream of mushroom soup that, like, you get at the dollar store and you pull it out and it's like this gelatinous mass. Like, listen, my grandma used to make that
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that cream of mushroom soup. I love that stuff.
Okay, well, if you like it so much, fine. But personally, I would not give that slop to my dog.
All right. Yeah, it sounds like he made a delicious meal to me, but I guess I don't get it. So is that the only reason then that you just didn't like his cooking?
It's one of my deal breakers. You know, one of my priorities is that if I'm going to date someone, he needs to be able to cook. He needs to know how to cook for a woman. He needs to know how to set a table, present a meal.
All right.
Wow.
The comic book thing have anything to do with it? I know that you voiced your concerns about the food. He thought the reason you didn't want to go out with him was his big comic book collection.
Actually, I mean, we looked at that stuff after dinner, and I felt physically ill. So I was just trying to, like, keep it together.
It couldn't have been that bad.
Oh, no.
No, it was. And I don't understand how. I mean, I'm really worried because if that's his signature dish, right? I mean, it's cold in the center. It wasn't even cooked all the way through. I mean, if that's his pride and joy, then, like, what does everything else taste like? Like, I'm completely terrified to think about that being inflicted on another woman.
I feel like the second date update has turned into a Yelp review.
Yeah.
And you're just destroying him.
It's like Food Network right now.
Yeah, well, one of his friends needs to sit him down because they've clearly, like, let him think that he's good at this.
Well, Adrian, I do have to tell you that you kind of have already told him because he's actually on the other line listening.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not. Jesse, you there?
You really didn't like it?
Oh, my God.
I mean, I've made that for people, and they love it. Like, I don't understand.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Jesse, but they were just being nice to you because it tastes like trash.
Oh.
Wow.
That's disgusting. It's unconscionably disgusting.
Are you
Jesse, nobody's ever told you that your food is bad before? I mean, the way Adrian is describing it, it's the worst thing on the planet.
Like, nobody has even said anything remotely like this at all.
Dude, Jesse, she is being so mean to you. Even if your food is that bad, like, I don't know why you're still, like, even being nice to her at all.
Well, I mean, if she's right and my cooking's that bad, I mean, I can't fault her for being upset about it. I mean,
they could, like,
nobody's told me this before.
Listen, someone needed to tell you, and someone's told you, so you can move forward now. I guess. You need a class. You need a class.
You said class? I thought you said slap.
I heard that.
I thought you were like, you need a slap. I was like, you want to physically assault him, Adrian?
No. I mean, maybe someone could, but no. I just take a class. You know, if you like to cook, you can get better. I'm sure you can. You can't cook for another woman like that. Like, you just can't. It's not right.
What if I just had an off night? Like, I just wasn't up to snuff. Maybe you just didn't like that particular recipe. What if we have a do-over and I make you baked ziti?
Ooh.
No, absolutely not. No do-overs. No, like, if you can't cook a casserole to warmth in the center, that's basic cooking skills. That's common sense.
Adrian, you should be on one of those cooking shows as a judge.
Yes.
Like, you are perfect for it.
I just know good food, and I know what I like, and it's important to me.
Okay, well, at this point, I need to ask you anyway. Would you like to go on a second date with Jesse? We will pay for it.
The only way I would ever go out with Jesse again is if he took a cooking class and he completed it, and I viewed the certificate with my own two eyes.
Wow.
Well, why don't we take one together? Then you know firsthand that I've gotten better.
No, I'm not taking the class with you because I don't need it, frankly. You take the class, you show me the certificate, maybe we can talk.
Whoa.
So I can call you after I take this class?
Oh, Jesse, come on.
What are you doing? Get a spine, man. Say no.
Yes, you can call me after you take a cooking class. We'll see.
Hey.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll go
Jesse.
take a cooking class.
Come on, man. Like, really? You're going to go take a whole class and everything and show her a certificate just to get a second date?
Well, she's made a lot of good points. I mean, nobody else has told me this. At least she's upfront and honest with me about it.
Yeah, but she doesn't care about, like, the time, the energy, the effort you put into the night.
I mean, if I'm that bad, then yeah, I mean, I guess she has a right to be upset.
Thank you. At least you're open to improvement. You know, like, if you want to be better, then that's something I can get on board with.
Well, there you go. I think this is kind of a successful second date update, sort of.
It's so weird.
I mean, they always say, like, in couples, hey, you guys should make each other better. Doesn't matter if you do it by just degrading the other person until they do it. And that's what Adrian just did for Jesse.
Oh, nice.
Thanks for your time, you guys.
Thanks for the help. And if you guys know of any good cooking class, let me know.
I'll have people text it in 78592. Where can Jesse find a good cooking class? Text message in at 78592. It says, I want to fight her. Talking, of course, about the girl from the second date update. If you missed it, this dude Jesse wanted to call this girl named Adrian. He made her his famous chicken casserole as a date. She didn't call him back and didn't want to go out with him again because he doesn't know how to cook, and he's an idiot. He needs to learn how to cook for a woman, and she was just horribly rude to him. Other people texting in at 78592 say, forget cooking classes. Jesse needs to find his manhood first.
Yeah.
Because at the end of it, he's like, okay, I'll take cooking classes and learn to get better just for you, and then can we go out? And she's like, maybe. We can talk about it after you take a class and prove to me that you took a class.
I feel like it's just proof that guys want what they can't have. Or anyone. I mean, women too, right? Like, maybe that's the attraction. That's all I could possibly think of.
Or he just likes to be beat down. Just loves it.
Some dudes like that.
Yeah. Remember, the second date will be online shortly if you want to hear it again on moving925.com.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
It's probably not a good idea to lose your cool and then yell at your date.
On a first date?
On a first date, yeah. It's probably a bad idea. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5. Melanie is on the phone with us right now. She wants to call a guy named for a second date update. Apparently they hung out and she ended up losing her cool at some point on the date. Melanie, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. Don't yell at me.
I'm scared.
I'm just going to ask you a few questions about your date, okay?
I promise. I'm not going to yell at you.
All right. I'm just making sure. Because from the sounds of your email, you have a tendency to blow your top pretty quickly.
Sometimes, but I mean, I was really pissed off, and if you were in that situation, you would have done it too. So.
All right. Well, why don't we talk about your date a little bit before we get into how you sort of lost your cool. So you met this guy at a friend's party?
Yeah, my friend decided to have a big, birthday bash the weekend of her birthday. And I ended up talking to this guy for quite a while.
Did he ask you out or did you make the move?
Well, I mean, he started talking to me, which was cool, but I was the one that was like, what are you doing tomorrow?
Okay.
And I was like, well, we should get a drink. Come on.
And that's when you yelled at him, put him in his place. So you guys ended up going out. What did you do for your date?
We went out to a bar that I go to a lot, and they have live music. So we were able to dance, and we had a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
So
Any weird things happen on your date while you were out?
No, we were out. Everything was really fun. He was super funny. Teamed up for a good time. It was really fun. Yeah.
Now, your email says that you ended up back at your place, and that's when you sort of lost it. What does that mean?
Yeah. Well, we were just kind of having fun, showing each other a good time.
Having fun, you mean jumping up and down on the bed?
Pillow fight.
Yeah, what do you mean?
No, we were on our way to that.
Okay.
We were making out, and it kind of got hot and heavy, and I was like, I'm going to go change in the bathroom. I'll be right back. I was going to take some clothing off.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I was really excited.
All right.
It sounds like everything's going great.
Oh, yeah. Everything was hot and heavy. It was wonderful.
So you went to the bathroom, removed your socks or whatever you were doing, taking off some clothes.
Sure, socks. I took my socks off.
And then what was his reaction when you came out of the bathroom?
I came out of the bathroom, and he was at my front door with his jacket on, his shoes on.
Okay.
And I was like, hey, dude, what's up? What's going on? And he was like, hey, listen, I got to go. Something came up. Let's hang out soon. And that's when I kind of freaked out, I guess you could say. I was like, what the is your problem? What are you doing? Where are you going? You can't.
So you started yelling at him. Get back in here and do me now. How dare you leave?
How long were you in the bathroom for? Was it a long time?
No, I mean, all I did was take off my clothes. I might have, brushed my hair. So less than 3 minutes.
What did he do when you started yelling at him?
He was just like, I just have to go. He got a little awkward.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, and you're not even going to kiss me? And then that's when he opened the door. I mean, I'm not in much. He just opens my front door and walks out.
Did he say goodbye, or was it at that point like, oh, my God, this girl is yelling at me, and I'm just going to close the door and leave?
As he was, closing the door, he was like, okay, let's talk soon. Just kind of mumbling over everything that I was saying.
Did he give a reason why he was leaving besides I just have to go?
Something came up. Something came up.
Now, Melanie, you obviously want a second date with him. Do you feel bad about what you did, about yelling at him? Do you want to apologize?
No. I'm not apologizing. It was really weird. It was such a weird circumstance to come out and see him leaving as I'm getting ready to get it on with him. So, no, I don't feel I don't feel bad about it. I'm very curious as to why he did it, but I mean, he's really hot and fun, and I'm definitely down to continue.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask you. Do you want a second date, or are you just calling to figure out why he would leave when you're clearly primed and ready to go?
I think it totally depends on why he had to leave. Like, if it was something personal, like if things couldn't get up, if things weren't working, I mean, that's a whole other conversation that someone has to have, you know?
Is there anything in your apartment that he could have, like anything weird that he could have seen while you were in the bathroom? Or do you have a roommate that might have...
Nope, I don't have a roommate. I mean, if he, like, was in 3 minutes, was able to, like, go into my bedroom and find out my sex toys.
All right, Melanie, you about ready to make the call for your second date update?
Yes.
I think I know exactly why he's not calling you back, by the way.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Nothing is more annoying to me than a woman who wants to have sex with me. Hate it. Bugs me to no end. Gosh, it is annoying. If you're just tuning into the second date update, Melanie wants us to call this guy named Now, her and met at a friend's party. They ended up going out the night after, had fun, drank a little bit, got back to her place. We're making out. Things were getting like next level-ish where it was about to get really serious. So she went in the bathroom to take off some clothes. By the time she came back out, he was already at the door about to leave. And that's when Melanie sort of lost her cool and started yelling at him like, get back in here. What the is wrong with you? We're thinking that might have been the ultimate turnoff for him, but we're mostly curious as to why he would leave, especially in a situation like that. Most guys would stay. At the end of these things, you know, after I get you guys both on the phone, I always go, hey, do you want to go on a second date? Do you want me to ask for a second date, or do you just want me to go, hey, I'll pay for you guys to get a hotel room so that Melanie can get her needs met since you left the other night?
No, I would love to go on a second date. I think that'd be really fun. If he wanted to take things slower, I'd be down to try and get back.
You're down with whatever. I like you, Melanie. You're not afraid to say what you want. I like that. I wouldn't have ran from you. Melanie, if you're not, I can just have him send a picture and you can do your thing by yourself. Whatever. We will get you taken care of here, Melanie. All right. You about ready to call him?
Okay, I appreciate that.
All right. Here we go. I'm going to dial the phone number right now. Hi, can I speak to please?
Yes.
How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. You recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and they want us to call you. Her name is Melanie.
Uh-huh.
Melanie emailed us because she said she enjoyed your time together. Obviously, you know that because you left her at a very vulnerable spot. And she said that she kind of yelled at you before you left. Is that the reason that you're not calling her back, or was she moving too fast for you?
I don't want to talk about this.
Okay. Is it something embarrassing?
Really, I could get in some trouble.
Get in trouble? Hey, look, I don't need you to say much. Melanie just wants to know why you would leave. If you can do us that favor, that's cool. We'll get you off the phone. I appreciate you at least talking to us. But Melanie is really curious because she liked you, and she's wondering if she did something to make you feel uncomfortable. You know, she wants to say, I'm sorry for that, and she actually would really like to see you again because she thought you were a cool guy.
Okay, if I say anything or if, like, you guys are going to use this, I need you to bleep out my name.
You want us to not use you want us to bleep out your name.
What? Yeah, because like I want to be fair to Melanie and everything. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I can promise you that we'll bleep out your name when we actually air this.
Okay.
So what's the reason that you don't want to call Melanie back then?
Man, the thing is, I'm married.
What?
I have a wife. Yeah.
You're married.
You
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing, dude?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Hey, that's Melanie. She's actually on the phone and wanted.
Oh yeah. Dude. Oh.
Listen, I was trying to do the right thing, you know.
Oh my God. You're disgusting, dude. That's so awful.
I know. It was the wrong thing to do. It was bad, and I wanted to get out of there before I did anything that was worse.
And the only reason I'm talking to you now is that I feel like trying to be respectful to you and
Respect me? Respect me? That goes back to like you respecting your wife and not going on dates with girls because you're married.
listen, my life is a little
don't
complicated right now, Melanie. I'm trying to do the right thing with this, you know.
I think you're failing at it. So
well, hey, at least he didn't finish the deed, right?
No.
I mean,
Right.
what? So
There's
so
no at
Jared,
least.
so Jared, what happened?
It's not like we slept together and then I never called you back or anything like that, you know.
So take me through your thought process then. You meet this girl at a friend's party and you have a wife. Why even go out with her the next day?
Things with my wife and I are just not in the best place, but you know, there hasn't been like the physical intimacy that we used to have, and marriages are hard sometimes, and we're going through a hard time. And Melanie, I'm really sorry.
I'm really sorry for your wife. I feel awful. I feel awful for your wife. I feel sorry for you that you are who you are. You're an awful person.
Well, that's an awful lot of judgment, but you don't really know the whole story about things. So.
Dude, not only did you not do the right thing, but now you're making Melanie the side piece who's involved in this horrible situation. Like, why don't you just stay home and try to actually work on your marriage, dude?
Exactly.
There's too much tail out there. Why do it?
You say you're having a hard time, but what are you doing to try to make it better?
Well, I mean, that's a lot of personal stuff that I think doesn't have to do with the situation with Melanie here.
Yeah, weasel your way out of that one, too. You're really good at that.
Right.
So you feel bad, and you just wanted to let Melanie know.
Yeah, it's nothing about her personally. She's great, and if I was single, I absolutely would have stayed.
Ew.
Well, at this point, I'd like to ask if you guys would go on a second date. Hey,
do that.
I have to do it every time. Yes, I have no choice.
Yes, you have lots
No,
of
I don't
choices.
have any choice. This is what we do at the end of second date updates. Would you like to go out with Melanie again? We'll pay for it.
Yeah, I can answer for both of us there. No.
No?
Yeah. Good
You sure, Melanie?
God, you're such a
Oh,
slime
I think I'm pretty sure.
All
Please
right.
check.
Hey, thank you for at least being honest with Melanie so she knows why you left.
Yeah. Melanie, again, I have to say that I'm really sorry about this. And if things don't work out for me in the future, do you think I could give you a call, like, down the line a little bit?
Yeah. I changed my number, though. It's 1-800-GO-F*** yourself.